Hey fuckers, it's Friday.
Can't spell shattered without shat or turd.
Like a gut punch to the abdomen.
Some of the funniest shit on the web.
I call it a rock friend.
I like the cut of your jib, gentlemen.
These 5 are the only protection we have.
The best part of the show is the genuine Hasbro love.
Good night, folks.
And of course, Pat's weekly farts.
Breaking news. It's very outside of the box.
Hail day.
I love Friday. Bob's Bait and Tackle, now carrying Hasbro.
They truly are your favorite podcast.
Thoughts, prayers, likes, and shares.
From A to B.
Shattered Uncut. Is that you? Shattered Cast.
When are you going to bring Larry back?
My favorite Star Wars podcast.
Shattered Cast
Like complete fuckers. Podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and
Shut the fuck up, Chip.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Shatteredcast Uncut, and thank you for coming back. We really appreciate it. All right, we're at episode 185, and we have everybody here tonight. Yay! Say hello, everybody.
Hey. I'll be the only one, I guess.
All right, that's the only one. All right. I'm kicking everybody off except for Bob. So anyways, I'm your hostess with the mostest, Deluxe, and we have Bobby Skullface, we have T2RX6, we have Greg from Mercy, and we have Robert D. All right, so we'll move along.
I think you just went up to me from last week.
Did I?
The hostest with the mostest. No.
I am. I have a lot of mostest. Is that a word? Nah. Anyways. All right. So, hey, what everybody get? I want to know what everybody got this week. Robert D., what the fuck did you get, man?
Let's see. It was an interesting week.
All right.
I got... Did I say this last week? I got the Iron Factory Thundercracker.
Yes, you did. You got the Shockwave, too.
But I didn't get them together. No.
Okay, you may not say Thundercracker. I'm sorry. I thought you got them same together.
I got the Iron Factory Thundercracker. And I got a giant box, which was vaguely familiar, from Justin. And he returned all my shit at once. And now it's in my office. And I pulled out some of the Super Deformed stuff. And I got What Ahead Baby Metroplex and What Ahead Baby Triptychon having a battle on my credenza. And my wife is just appalled at how amateurish my office looks because of it. And I don't care.
No comment on the box, huh? It's fine.
What about the box?
Oh, you missed something.
Oh, special? I didn't notice.
Yeah, it was a big moving box because you sent me a lot of stuff, so you got a whole box full of used sex toys. That's all I'm saying. So.
I think that box went somewhere else.
No, it definitely came to you. Otherwise, you wouldn't have your toys. So.
Wait, it said sex. It said used sex toys.
Yep,
on the box?
I threw it right on the counter at the post office like that. You know, it was good times.
I gotta look at the box. Yeah, I'm like, oh, my used sex toys came in. Oh, it's my Transformers. Oh. And most importantly, what I lost today was my mother-in-law moved back home. Yay!
Yay!
So I'm happy. I'm very happy. And I think that's it.
Wow. Flat week. All right. Greg from Mercy, what'd you get, man?
The movie Masterpiece Optimus Prime, and that's it.
Yay!
Man.
Yay!
So you've handled that and the M1 Commander Wei Jiang thingy. Which? How do you compare the two?
I don't really care for the Wei Jiang Commander thingy.
Okay,
there you have it.
I don't care for it.
I mean, it's okay, but it's like not really anything. Like it's it's the Evasion Prime, but it's supposed to look like the Revenge of the Fallen Prime. But it's not, and the clearance issues on it are terrible in the upper body, and the fact that it's all die-cast up there, like, you don't really get any play in it. So, like, the parts that could stand to bend a little bit, like in Transformation, are made out of metal, and the parts that you shouldn't bend are made out of plastic. So it's like, they did this kind of backwards, because they wanted to make it heavy in quality. Yeah, it's all right, but I mean,
in all fairness, that figure doesn't have a transformation; it has a deformation.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you want a masterpiece movie Prime, especially if you're planning on getting like the other figures, then I'd get this one. I don't know how the other Wei Jiang figures which I think means coming sky. I translated it the other day. It was really weird. I was trying to figure out the difference between Wei Jing and Jai Jing. And Jai Jing means something completely different, oddly enough. But
masturbating Abraham Lincoln.
yeah, I don't know how those other figures are going to match up to this Prime, but he and the Bee worked pretty well for the first movie scale. And, you know, they're not knockoffs, so there's that. They got that going for him.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
But no, he's pretty cool. He's all right. I'm a little concerned because I didn't because when I pre-ordered these, I didn't know that there was a definitive Japanese and American version. And the day that this one was out for delivery, the Japanese version went up for pre-order on the usual Japanese sites. So I don't know what the difference will be. So,
all right, cool.
Yeah, never know.
T2R6, what'd you get, man?
Well, I don't want Bobby to feel like he's got like nothing compared to me by the time he gets to his stuff. So I thought I should maybe I should go after him, but I'll go.
Okay,
now.
That's fine. No, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Who wants to go? Bobby? You want to go, Bobby B? Let's go.
I can.
Okay.
So I got the opportunity to look at.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, Robert? You know what, Robert? I'm not taking that shit from you. I'm taking it. Look, I'll take it from the rest of them, but I'm not taking it from you. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because you were the one that said, I think you should start mentioning things you got to take a look at. Otherwise, I wasn't ever saying it prior to you saying, I think you should.
So what?
I guess. So what?
I guess
we're a star. That's what he said.
How many times have you used "so what" in court? They're like, but the evidence clearly. Right. They're like, so what?
So what?
There's a picture of your client murdering that man. Like, yeah.
Hey, they don't trust Robert with murder cases. What the fuck are you talking about, Justin?
Hey, if you lose, there's no owner. You know, the guy's in jail for life. So.
Anyway, so I got the opportunity to take a look at Fans Toys Omega Supreme.
I'm sorry.
You know what's crazy, man? When in that video, when you bend the knee, you made no comment about it, but it was like.
You may see more.
I think that's because that's the same joint I mentioned before. It's the same hinge inside of that assembly.
It was just like that. Did not squeak. That didn't screech. I don't know what you would call that.
Fantroy.
Yeah.
I also had the opportunity to look at the Marvel Legends Daredevil, Elektra, and Punisher Netflix style, and I had the opportunity to look at the articulated icon ninjas, the red, white, and black, and I had the opportunity to look at the Iron Factory Shockwave and Thundercracker, and then I personally got the Transformation Motormaster, which is fucking awesome, and the Marvel Legends Jessica Jones Blade and Bullseye, as well as the Build-A-Figure Man-Thing.
Yeah, it sounds like I guess, you know, because I chat all over the figure, and it turns out it's mine.
Did you? Well, Bobby, did you try to combine yours yet, just to try it? You usually don't do that till you get everything, right?
No, I put it in combined mode, like I showed that transformation, but I didn't add the cars on or the arm on or anything.
Okay, because some of Robert's gripes, like he has legitimate gripes for some of the things, like where some things move a little too easy in combined mode. And for me, like my problem with it is like the way the ankle works on it. Like he's kind of always leaning forward, so you kind of have to put something underneath his foot.
I do have a little bit of a lean forward.
Yeah, so I mean, but other than that, like I really like it too. Like I think the transformation is pretty intuitive. Like I think the truck looks amazing, and I love the character. I just think like the robot itself, even not combined, has so much like presence.
Yeah, and like the transformation, like Generation Toy. Oh, I also had got the opportunity to look at the transformation Optimus Prime. Like, and like their engineering, like they might have the best engineering around.
Yeah,
like their shit is top shelf. Like it's new, it's fun, it's unique, it's interesting, it's fucking like this is the only core bot I've ever owned for a combiner that was fun and easy to get to all 3 modes. Like, I can switch it back and forth with no problem.
Yeah, and the other thing about their stuff is like I also feel like they kind of have like almost like that masterpiece moment going on with some of their stuff, like the legs of Wild Rider. Like I loved the way those things transform.
Wild Rider.
So they all have that they feel very masterpiecey to me.
I love the foot transformation. Actually, to be fair, I love the foot transformation of Motormaster, and I love how it disconnects and transforms into the foot of Menace. Like, I think that shit is brilliant.
I agree.
Well, I don't want to scare anybody, but I heard a rumor on TFW that once you combine Dead End, that's the other arm, right? You get AIDS.
Willing to take
automatically?
No HIV. It jumps straight to AIDS.
Full blown AIDS.
And I hear I'm getting ripped apart on TFW right now.
Oh, yeah.
For the KO video.
I think those rumors are greatally exaggerated. There's a thread going, and there's some shit. You're getting more ripped apart in the Facebook groups. And
because I'll tell you, like, shout out to everybody, like, all the comments, like, even people that disagreed, with the exception of like 2 or 3, but I think it had like 200 or 300 comments. Like, even when they disagree with me, like, they just stated their respectful disagreement, they stated their points, and
then apparently they stopped talking.
The Russians got the Bobby.
His icon's still there, so.
One of the people who was commenting on him was like, this skull face. I got his number.
I hit the mute button by accident. My bad.
There you go.
But yeah, they just respectfully submitted their comments. Whether they agreed or disagreed, and then they moved on with their day like a mature adult. It was a very refreshing comment thread. Even the people that adamantly disagree with my point of view, like, they stated their disagreements and their reasonings and moved on.
Yeah, I think in the TFW thread, someone posted your video, and I'm not going to pull that shit up or anything to double check, but I totally am in real life. And it was just misconception. Someone was like, turn the comments off, or he's not reading the comments, or he's not interacting with the comments. And someone's like, if he doesn't interact with the comments, then why does he do videos? And someone's like, oh, no, it's just for these videos. He stays out of it. And then it was like, crisis averted. And then it's like, like, there'll be little things. And right. Someone's like, who does he think he is? But the guy who was in, what group was that? Was that Legions? I think I was in Legions. And some guy's like, fuck him. Yeah.
I hate that guy.
He was like, I hate Bobby Skullface. He's pretentious as fuck and has a huge house.
Who was he to tell me what to buy? Huge house, not cop.
Dude, but he should look at my little ass yard.
Yeah, I know, that shit's fucking...
Hey, I was bashing on TFW, Bob. So.
Man, your neighborhood's got some fucked up backyards.
Yeah, no doubt. It's all house. My property is all house. Like, I got... My yard takes me... I got a front yard and a backyard, and I can have that shit from start... I'm talking about you pull the lawnmower out and you put the lawnmower back away inside of an hour. No problem.
Yeah, you've got that big city lifestyle going with your little scrunch yards, but you have that suburban convenience going on.
Yep. You could probably go and lean out your window, knock on your neighbor's window, and ask if you can borrow that cup of sugar, and not even have to leave your house.
Yep.
So. If he uses a broom, I think he could actually.
Hey.
Or one of those, like, you put the paint roller on the end of the stick, like one of those. I could definitely get it.
Hey, Justin, what'd you get? Do you make Bobby
all right. I got nothing.
Nothing at all?
Nope.
Okay. Well, hey, Robert, ask what I got.
Hey, Matthew. What did you get, buddy?
Oh, no,
Greg, you go first. Greg, you go first.
Well, no, I was just going to say, I guess there is one thing where there were... I just opened that thread. I really did. There were a lot of people referring to people who buy third party and have a problem with KOs as being hypocrites. So I guess technically that could be misconstrued. Right. But man, yeah, on Facebook, that's where you're getting it. I'll add you some groups. So
hey, look, no, you don't need to add me in any groups.
Add them every group.
There's some other threads that I think you would enjoy too.
I just want everybody to have that same energy when they see me. Just have that same energy. That's all I ask.
We're gonna have to fight, man.
Say it to my face.
That's all I ask. Just have that same energy.
Yeah, I think you would like Legion, so that's all I'm saying.
Oh, you
okay.
would love
Happy
Legions,
to that then.
Mm.
Legions.
No, you'll leave right when you see some of the headlines. You'll be like, God damn.
Yeah.
Get me the fuck out of here.
Well,
Anyway.
if it's something that Greg and I can laugh about behind closed doors, it makes it.
We could all laugh about it behind closed
got
doors.
my oversized Warbitron KO. Yes. Lucky.
Yeah.
Lucky.
We call that shit Legions of Pores.
Yeah, they're legions of, and they ride the short bus too. Anyways, moving on. I have finally got a Baldwin drop in a long time. It's been a long time, but I got some good shit. So it's gonna be a little bit. I got Iron Factories, Thundercracker, and Space Bridge Space, whatever, Shockwave. I got the Hot Boys, Soundwave, Hot Soldiers, whatever. I got the Clear Cosmos from Toy World, Space Chaser. I got the Masterpiece movie Prime and the Masterpiece Artfire. I got the Megatron, the Toys R Us Megatron, the Bomber Megatron, and I got the Titan little Masters, whatever, of Repugnus, and keep on shuffling. I got Shuffler, and I got the Chaos Velocitron, whatever, pack, the Toys R Us exclusive with the 5-pack of Titan Returns. And last but not least, I got also Fans Toys Edward Furlong, and I got the G2 Prime, whatever name, Gunmetal.
Gunmetal Prime?
Who's Edward Furlong?
I don't know. The guy who played in Terminator, whatever.
No, I'm saying, God damn it, man.
Oh, Felon.
Okay.
The Double Cross.
Fans Hobby.
Yeah, I said Fan Hobby.
I thought you said Fans Toy. Fans Toy.
You did.
No, I didn't. Did I say Fan? I'm sorry. I apologize.
I thought you meant it was Spindrift because he was svelte or something. I don't know.
No, I got Edward Felon. I got the Felon, the Double Cross guy. And last but not least, I got Titan Returns Triptychon. Yeah. And that is it. I got a big haul, and I'm excited. I've been opening up stuff, and yeah. So, anybody do anything good this week? I guess no. All right, let's move on.
Looking at all this SDCC shit, there's some great stuff out there. This was a powerful years for toy reveals. I feel like.
Now you're talking about Marvel Legends stuff, right?
Like the Marvel Legends stuff. Like we're gonna talk about the Transformer stuff tonight, obviously, but the Marvel Legends stuff, some of the Star Wars stuff, fucking Storm Collectibles is like released like 4 or 5 different fucking Mortal Kombat molds. Like
I saw those.
Yikes! There was some good stuff.
Bob, are you gonna start a Marvel Legends podcast?
Yeah, man. Greg and I were supposed to do it.
Then he woke up. Then he got woke.
No, yep. I like Marvel Legends. I just know my limits. I got away from where I said I was going to be, so I had to back. Fuck up.
You're like,
coming down the home stretch, man. I think, like I said in the chat, I've only bought one full wave this year, and that's the X-Men. That's the one that has the most holes on my shelf. So
why did you get Jessica Jones and not Punisher and Daredevil?
Because I'll tell you why. So and it's because that I don't have a Jessica Jones like comic book version. I don't even know if they made one.
Yeah, there's one coming up. They showed it at TFCon.
Oh yeah, that's an exclusive set, right?
No. You they showed it at TFCon?
Are you sure?
SDCC.
Are you sure it's on the set of 4 with Luke Cage and Daredevil?
Yeah, what's in the exclusive to?
I think it's an exclusive to Amazon.
Oh, that's Amazon.
No, but I'm saying I bought this figure before that was revealed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Coming up, it's like you're in the fucking Trump administration with all of your explanations.
Creeping on a car.
Oh yeah, I guess you did because it's Tuesday, not Wednesday.
So anyway, I just I'm glad I got to look at that Jessica Jones though because it's fucking amazing. I can't believe they were able to do what they did with that face, so to speak.
I just think
to that face.
I just think there's a rock bottom for Marvel Legends collectors, and at some point a Marvel Legends collector goes, "What am I doing? and then sells all their shit.
I think that's with every collection.
I think that like huge hardcore Marvel fans feel that way. Like I think that like a lot of times they get to a point where they're like, you know what, fuck all this shit. Most of these molds are the same. They're $20 a pop. I'm looking around at these shelves. I got $800 that I've spent on this shit, and I'm gonna offload all of it, and I'm gonna start doing Hot Toys or something like that. And I get that, but I don't like. I love Marvel comics in general, but I $20 love Marvel comics. Like, I don't fucking $220 love Marvel comics. So, like, for me, I pretty much do DC in the Play Arts. I do Marvel in the Legends, and then I do DC statues and some Marvel statues, and I'm out. Like, it's the perfect price point for that franchise in terms of my appreciation of that franchise.
Yeah, I think something else. At least I've noticed it's the same thing with the Masters of the Universe Classics. That Marvel Legends more so than any other toy line. I think when you're getting into it, and people are like, "Yeah, it's a great investment." Buying Marvel Legends and He-Man's like having money in the bank, and they're like, "Oh, by the way, I got this Storm. I'll sell you for $175." Right. And then when you're trying to sell that Storm, it's like, "Oh man, that thing's worth like $30."
Oh yeah, I'm definitely not buying any of that shit as an investment. Any of it. But I did just drop a pre-order for two of my. I got this Play Arts Kai Harley. Have you guys seen it? It looks amazing. But
have not. I saw the Joker.
Breaking news.
All right. Well, it's the joke. It's the Harley. It's the companion piece to that Joker. $250. Like, it's more.
Harley?
Yeah, it's more than a Hot Toys.
Jesus
it's fucking.
Christ.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Like
the old Play Arts Kai, I think it's the old Play Arts Kai Harley is on clearance at my GameStop for like $50.
Dude, the original Play Arts Kai Harley that came out, I think it was $40. It was smaller, and they weren't as painted and etc. But
this is the Arkham one, I think.
Right? Yeah. That one they had a hard time getting rid of. That's because that suit isn't her sexiest. That's the cold hard truth of that one.
Which is the new one coming out? What does she look like?
It's a variant. She's like it's like a nurse's outfit. She's got like this she's got bandages over her eyes.
Oh, let's see if I can find it.
Yeah, it looks incredible, but that's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous price.
But she still pre-ordered it.
You need to relax.
Yeah, I don't know
Bob.
what else to do. I don't know what else to do.
I did my first statue review this past week, so good job.
Nice.
Yeah, relax. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Y'all want to move on to Transformer news, or y'all want to talk about Bandai?
Why is it $200?
We can talk about Bandai, even though it's actually Square. But hey, whatever.
Square Enix. Yeah,
why is it $200, Bobby?
I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, you said $250, right?
What's that?
You said $250, right?
Yeah, I think it's $250.
She doesn't even have the signature hair colored.
It's $249.99. Well, she has like a helmet on. She does have the signature yellow. She has a blonde hair. She's a blonde haired gal.
Yellow.
So she comes with two heads.
Damn, she's got that damn fucking Super Mario ghost on her head.
She comes with a yeah, she does. She comes with a weapon that's basically a whole other figure. I'm guessing that's why. Like the accessory, like the weapon, you can take all the pieces off and make her like armored Harley.
Harshwoman? Nah, fuck that shit, man.
But I don't even want the armor. I just want the regular nursing look. I don't need that fucking shit.
Does it go to Batman?
Can't fap to that armor.
Ain't got that armor money.
She have a cigarette? Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Is it a cigarette or is it some sort of needle?
It's a needle.
Yeah.
It's a vape.
Robert's looking right at it, isn't he? He's studying it. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it looks amazing, but that price point is sick.
Hey, speaking of needles, man, Bumblebee's going to have a smaller budget for their movie.
I wonder why that is.
Yeah, it's like 70 million.
Oh, that's that much? Oh, shit.
Yeah, we're talking chump change here.
How many Transformers do you think are going to be in the Bumblebee movie?
Two.
Bumblebee and one other?
And the protagonist. Or antagonist.
I think they'll throw Prime in there somehow.
Maybe.
All right. Good stuff.
I hope it's like a really little one. Literally tiny one.
Well, yeah, I think they said they're going to keep this only going to have like 5 or 6 because it's not like it's a prequel, so it's not like full on like there's not a shit ton of them like running around.
said base explosions are not needed for this movie.
Yeah.
So if it's a prequel, I mean, I know they just throw everything out the window all the time, and they don't really give a shit about any of their continuity because that's the way of the movies. But do you really think Prime's going to be in there, Matt? I mean, like...
I think they'll squeeze them in there somehow. Prime sells.
I mean, I get that, but like then you're...
Well, they might just show a picture on the refrigerator or something.
Yeah, maybe.
You know.
That would make more sense, I guess.
I don't think the... I don't think... And they what they say, they're not going all over the place. Like, it's going to be a central story, so they don't have to like shit that shit everywhere. And
that's on California. No A-list actors.
I think they said the animation models aren't going to be that complicated too. So
they've declassified it down to a fucking one-man show on Broadway. It's the kind of Bumblebee.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, well, I'll go see it. I will go see it. Anyways, moving on. Pamela Adon added to the BB cast.
It costs $5 when you spend $25 on Amazon.
Adon.
I only added this just because I wanted to say the special is like a Sarah Palin.
She looks.
That's literally the only reason I put that there. Is just so I could say she looks like Sarah Palin and see if anyone agreed with me.
Oh yeah, moving along.
That's Bobby Hill, man. That's
Who?
Bobby Hill from King of the Hill.
That's
I'd rather Bobby Hill be in the movie.
He will be.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's in voice Bumblebee. He's like, I don't know you. Wake up my purse. And kick Megatron in the nuts.
Breaking news. Oh.
Hey, wait. What'd you have to eat tonight, Matt?
I had Raisin Bran this morning.
No, I'm not buying that bullshit. What'd you have to eat tonight?
Burger King.
He didn't want to say it.
Well, somebody sent us in a question in a Gmail, and they asked if I was doing all right on my weight losing thing, and I was like, man, I feel bad because I'm not. I'm sorry.
Dude, you should get up. Like I've started. Shout out to Joe KW. I just started counting my calories and shit. I'm down 15 pounds.
Congrats, man.
And I'm eating what I want. I'm just eating less of it, obviously, and I kind of still feel hungry most of the time. But at least when I do eat, I'm eating something I enjoy.
How are you counting your calories? What did you start with the base?
So I got in touch with my wife, and I said, I need you to work this shit out for me. And
you
read it out?
You say that shit like you hadn't seen her in 2 weeks.
No, I was just trying to mislead. But yeah, no, she's been taking care of it, and like she's been, like she sets me. She writes. We have this little calendar now. Shout out to Pinkerton. He gave us this little calendar that like their family didn't want anymore. That they were like going to toss aside while they were moving, and like she just writes on the side. She's like a little thing like lunch, dinner, and then in the morning I have a little. I have 1 cup of cinnamon Chex, which I highly recommend. It's a good cereal with, it has like it's not super sweet, but it has enough sweet for an adult sensibilities. And then I have 1 cup of milk, and that's my breakfast. And then I have I usually like a little turkey sandwich for lunch. And then like tonight I had fucking 3 tacos. Like I'm doing all right. Yeah, I'm not eating much in between meals, which sometimes sucks, but especially like around 3 o'clock I start getting hungry.
Yeah. The only reason I ask is a big mistake people make counting calories apparently is following like this cell phone apps, and they look online and it's like you should have 2,000 calories a day, and like shit like that, and like that's not true. My doctor was like, look at what you eat, like count your calories and then reduce from there.
Yeah, like it's all relative. So like I was at 225, so like I said I'd like to get back to like 200. So like she adjusted my calories to get me to that point. Now if I want to if I get to 200 and I want to keep going, we'll have to readjust. You know what I mean? Like it had to be like a sliding scale.
You mean 2,000?
No. Like my weight. Like I was at 225.
Whoa.
Yeah. So like if I want to go below, like this plant should theoretically get me around 200. If I want to go lower than that, like get back to fighting weight, then I might have to be in. I might have to cut out.
I don't want to fight somebody all the time.
No, I don't. I'm a lover actually.
Man, I always don't want to be around you all the time. You always want to
Speaking of which, man, your junk must be highlighted.
Glistening.
Are you like, my junk looks bigger?
I just,
oh my god!
Do you shave it?
Well, It is 2017, man.
That's true.
Y'all are going to a place I just.
Oh, mine's hairless down there. I have nothing down there.
He doesn't shave his butt cheeks, though. We know that now.
I shave my butt cheeks. Speaking of butt cheeks, we got comic news this week. All right, Unicron is going to be in the IDW comics, which is pretty cool.
I got an AFK real quick. Y'all talk about Unicron.
There was a panel and a lot of neat stuff. I thought it was funny. There's going to be like an annual with a Thundercracker in the Starscream movie, where Thundercracker is given the budget to make a movie about Starscream, which is pretty cool. I'll probably try to pick that up. And there's some other stuff. First Strike, Transformers versus G.I. Joe with Rom, and the Micronauts, which I'd never heard of the Micronauts.
Yeah, I remember them.
Okay, and I'm playing supporting role. There's going to be a Till All Are One annual. Will be focused on Windblade, Starscream, or Elita 1, and something more promised in an election with dirty tricks. So I guess they're making fun of the Trump shit or something like that. Visionaries are coming back. Yay. There's a ROM and Micronauts team up. There's a G.I. Joe. I guess Matt Tracker is going to be on Mask, or from Mask is going to join G.I. Joe to fight some wild assortment of different characters. And that's about it. So, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
There it is.
So
I can only wonder if the Matt Tracker joining G.I. Joe is just going to end up being that bringing Mask into G.I. Joe and releasing, a lot of toys related. They really should.
God. Oh, I would hope so. I would love to see that.
The question is, are they doing vehicles? Because they've already kind of set the standard at a 3 3/4.
That's the problem. I mean, Mask is not much without its vehicles.
So. Oh, fuck no. What's the point of even having them?
I actually, I would really like to see I'd like to see Hasbro go ahead and make figures that are around the size of the original Mask figures, and then make a bunch of vehicles related to it. Like, kind of like the Human Alliance stuff, but without having to transform it into a robot, anything like that. And you can make the figures a little bit more articulated,
Right.
Yeah.
I think they could do a really good job.
Would you want an updated of the old version, or would you like new vehicles?
Probably updated versions of the original. But I mean, yeah. I mean, it depends. If they made a fiction to go along with it, and there was new stuff, then sure, go ahead and make it different. But yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be interesting to see at the very least, and you could do. I think G.I. Joe on a whole could do better on a smaller scale line too. Like if you could make the vehicles not take up a whole basement to store them away, So that's always kind of one of the flaws of G.I. Joe to me, is that the vehicles are so damn big that, like, where do you keep them all? So
yeah, the planes and stuff are pretty big and stuff.
Yeah, so imagine if you had, like, if your vehicles were, only slightly bigger than, like, MP Starscream for the jet, stuff like that. So I don't know. That's
I got something going. Okay, well, that's cool. Well, I guess we'll move on to, if anybody else got anything to say about this.
Nope.
Third-party news. We got Alien Attack, Firage.
I don't really care about this, but I think it looks pretty awesome.
I think it does too, especially with the blades. This is basically this Dino, whatever, from the third movie, and yeah, they're getting an MP of this guy.
Is this the first time we've seen this company?
No, we've seen this advertised before.
We know who it is.
Who is it?
Keith.
Is it?
Yep.
Keith.
Wow.
And I hope to God, any god of your choosing, that Firage.
I'm going to go with Krishna.
Is that Firage is a play on the whole knockoff product thing? So like Folex. I'm hoping that because it's supposed to be Mirage.
Huh.
I think this looks good. It's not for me, but I think it looks just like it's supposed to.
I agree.
Hey,
look good.
You know
look
what?
at that. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say I should have seen that it was Keith, because you can see those individually articulated fingers he loves to put on.
Look at those Dino 6, whatever. He's got the face and the hands like, oh please.
Yeah, but those are pinned though, Justin. Like,
are they?
Except for the thumb.
I don't know.
Look at the one picture where he's got.
No,
his
they've
arm.
been doing that. Well, they haven't been pinned, but they've been like tension hinged.
Yeah, with the slight little hinge, and there's a hole in there. I wouldn't necessarily think that this is
there's a tension hinge with a ball peg.
Looks like a pin in there.
Yeah,
the shot where he's got his arms out and he's like, rah, and he's got his leg behind him.
Yeah, those are tension. Yeah, those are.
Looks like a pin.
Those aren't pins, unfortunately.
Dude, this thing's articulated.
It's got some thumbs.
This guy's all thumbs. Am I right?
He ain't no Megan Fox.
You know, and honestly, like, that's one of the things I really hate about fully articulated fingers. Like, the hands just look enormous when you do it. Like, if I do have a complaint about this, it's put some regular damn hands on him so he doesn't look ridiculous.
Well, it is a toy for future, though. So
look at the picture where it shows the robot underneath. He's got that damn Rock 5 picture taker guy under there. Oh, Nosferatu nails.
I think this is them. I think that this, and then we saw the G Creation ones, and isn't Unique Toys throwing their hat in this game also? Like I feel like this is a sign of them scrambling to try to find life after G1.
What's G Creations doing?
Grimlock.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah, maybe Grimlock, yeah.
Yeah, and then Unique Toys is doing the lockdown, which I'll probably get the lockdown now.
He looks like Edward Scissorhands, kind of.
Damn, he does look spot on. I see the picture from the movie down below it.
I'll probably get this since we didn't really get a Dino figure. Dino, whatever. We didn't really get a figure from him. I'll probably pick this up.
Like, why was this supposed to be Mirage? That's what I didn't even get. I mean, if anything, it would be Sideswipe, It just, and there was no, like, did anybody even have that? This character, he was just screen filler in the movie, If you have no connection at all to the character, there's very little impetus to buy it.
Well, they already shoehorned a character that was supposed to be Sideswipe into the movie beforehand.
Which one was that?
The silver one with the swords. That split.
Oh, right.
That split that one dude in half.
Hey, this guy did kill one of the dogs though on the highway scene. He did kill the dog. So.
Oh yeah, major player.
So you're saying we shouldn't support this?
Yeah, you killed the dog.
Cruelty.
Yeah.
How would you feel if someone killed your dog? Would you buy a toy of them? No.
Well, they threw it across the house, my room. I'd probably get
Which
mad.
Stereotype was this? Was this the Italian stereotype?
Yep.
Yes.
Why did he use his fingers when he talked?
Frankly, I'm surprised he didn't wear a jumpsuit and go down a little pipe. That's all I'm saying. So.
Dino is the guy who designed the car, right?
The bot's got hairy armpits.
I like the Carmo. The Carmo looks good too. It's good.
Should have named him Gino.
All right. Well, anybody else got anything on the alien attack? Keith?
The name Dino, just to clarify,
Okay.
Enzo Ferrari, who I guess designed the Ferrari.
Mm-hmm.
Or he married a Ferrari.
Oh, he was originally named Enzo. After Enzo Ferrari, but then they changed it to pay tribute. I'm going off the wiki. Pay tribute to Enzo's son Alfredo Dino Ferrari. So yeah, because the car's a Ferrari. Like, that makes no sense. Why don't you reference the fucking source material before you reference the guy that designed the fucking car?
I think that it had something to do with also being a charity car too, if I recall correct. I don't quite remember what it was, but yeah, they've got it for a charity. So.
Oh. Whatever. Fuck Michael Bay. He makes all the decisions and ruins all the Transformers. What?
H to the Enzo?
Yeah. H to the Hizzo.
Dragging him into this.
Speaking of...
That man didn't do nothing.
Speaking next, we got Giga who? Giga what?
Oh, some more Jay-Z lyrics.
All right. Giga Power Grimlock. And then it looks like a soap dispenser.
God, if you didn't spend so much time making a goddamn chair for him, maybe you'd have your third figure out by now.
He's got no fucking hand.
He does not.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Well, that means they got hard prototypes of all their Dinobots.
Yeah.
Now
look at that can back there in the back of him, man. That's a big fella.
Well, it's
Nothing?
like
Nobody? Nothing? Okay.
it's like I guess it's like that's actually a small can. Okay, who the fuck is murdering children?
I think
It's definitely Robert's house.
Jason Voorhees, turn off your mic. Hit mute or something. Seriously. Shit, what was I gonna say? Oh, our buddy Spencer. Some of our buddies, some of our nuts. I don't know. Some people may know him, some people may not. He made a comment on TFW just about like third-party companies, in quotes, that like they're not companies like you think of them. They're just dudes who like hang out and have resources and put stuff out. So I mean, it kind of, when people think like, God, why don't I ever put out a figure? Like, why are they taking so long? But they're not really structured companies. Like, there's no office and CEO and secretary making fucking green tea and whatever else, the other kind of stereotypes you want to throw in there.
It's just a guy.
Yeah, and I mean most of the fucking, especially like the ones that own factories are like, they're busy with their regular 9 to 5 producing what they normally produce.
Yeah, them rulers.
So like when I don't know if they really make rulers, Bobby. I think you might have made that shit up.
That's a stretch, Bobby.
I cannot confirm nor deny.
Yeah, huh? Fake news. So yeah, it really puts things in perspective, because you always think like, especially Gigapower's one, and there are a couple other companies. People are, well, they never put anything out, but they're not that kind of structure. I mean, I think some more so than others, but I mean, I think a lot of these are passion projects. So
the only thing is, though, and I understand what you're saying, but the thing that gets me is when you have companies that show like a million different things. It's like, okay, well, why are you still working on new things before you go ahead and get the next thing out?
Right.
So I mean, I understand there's always going to be some level of like development versus getting the first project release out. Like at this point, like, okay, Fans Toys is just about ready to put out that Omega Supreme probably, right? So they probably are working on whatever is next, which is fine. But it's like when we've seen all the Dinobots, and like it's been how long since you've put out?
So long.
Yeah, like we've only got 2, right? So
well, they lost a designer, I think, and then they redesigned. They completely redesigned like one of them.
You had to go work back at Starbucks.
And then they quit. Well, I mean, this isn't any of their main jobs. Didn't the guy we talked to from Fans Toys way back in the day say he was like an electrician or some shit?
I cannot deny or approve that.
Confirm or deny. Confirm or deny. Deny or approve.
No.
But wasn't he like a electrical engineer or a contractor or some shit? Like, so this isn't there. Some of them are more into it than others. But
I'm gonna be a heating air man.
Why would they show this figure with no hand, sitting there? Can't see half of him. You only see one wing. Like, I don't know. It doesn't really showcase it much.
How do you show off your figures when you design them?
Butt naked.
Oh, not the what do you make argument.
Oh, it's just for Robert.
I make a lot of money. I hope that's not the final colors. That'd be kind of sad. But
Well, this is Dinobot from Beast Wars Season 3. That's why he's white.
I like that shield.
Yeah, it's not shield. I like that shield.
Yeah, out of character, but for this particular incarnation, but
I don't think all their stuff out. It's cool if they do.
I don't think Grimlock needs a shield. I don't think Grimlock should have a shield.
I think they got. Oh, I'm sorry. I was forming my thought when you started to talk, and then it just kind of came out. I'm sorry.
I just don't think he needs a shield. I think it's against his character. I don't think he should ever have a shield.
Well, that's from Fall of Cybertron, but
I know.
What character does he have, Robert?
He looks like a shot.
That's an interesting argument. I dig that. I think you may have sold me on that. I kind of like the concept of the shield because I think it looks cool. Like I thought it looked cool in Fall of Cybertron, but that's a really good point.
Bothers me.
Why would you not need a shield though? I think everybody needs a shield.
Grimlock. He'll take your best shot.
Yeah, you don't give a fuck.
But it makes him look badass.
Badass.
I think it makes him look weak.
I think you look weak, Fan Store lover.
I don't think that's a regular can of soda either.
You think that's a mini one?
Yeah.
That's a mini one.
My wife drinks some Dr. Peppers.
Oh, I was dead serious. I've held a can like that. I used to get them from the Chinese market. They sell like little ginseng drinks and things like that, little sodas, and they come in a little like like those little minis.
My dick's about that round.
That's not.
Dude's got a chode.
Anyways.
I like how they got the hand folded in there and they can't get it back out, so they're just like, fuck it.
Take the pick. We got time. Take the pick now. Let's go.
I think that's why they sat him down, because he probably can't stand yet. You know.
We probably can't, man. It's made out of soap.
Exactly.
All right.
Well, hey, that's third-party news, fellas.
Yeah, what a bummer. We did see those color images of Starscream. They don't look as good colored.
Shut your face. They do too.
Do you think so?
Oh, didn't we cover those last week though? Because they were from there were pictures of them at that thing, TFCon.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying that but I like we have like the official ones, like professionally photographed, and usually that shit makes it look better. But I'm like,
which Starscream?
The Make Toys one.
Oh, okay.
Which one?
See, Bobby, I want you to elaborate of why you don't think it looks.
I don't know, man. Those hollow wings. Like, I mean, obviously you can't see it from the back. I get it. I just like I would have expected more.
That face sculpt is pretty crappy, if you ask me.
I agree. The upper lip looks weird.
Looks like a cat. No whiskers.
Yeah.
You know they're in trouble, so why y'all bringing them down? Build them up.
We don't know we don't know they're in trouble. We've heard they're in trouble.
Yeah.
And we haven't heard they're in trouble because it's never in any iteration of that rumor that I've heard has it had anything to do with them being in trouble. It just means that there's I've heard that there's just some shit going on and like there's reasons, but never because they didn't have any money.
That's terrible.
Didn't the dude say something like he was just busy with doing other shit? Like he's,
I don't know.
I think it's more complicated.
Hey, they got 2 Starscream coming out. I'm excited. So.
Yeah, no, I mean, I thought it's just one of the things, man. Like one of those circumstances where like the gray prototype looks so good, and then when you see it, you're like, yeah, okie dokie, that's good enough, I suppose.
Well, does it bother you that you're only getting the Starscream, you're not getting the other Seekers?
Supposedly.
Well, we don't know that. We don't know that.
Supposedly.
Yeah, I can see them putting the other Seekers out because that's just. I mean, like, I think what you're not going to see is a whole bunch of new designs, if any. Like this is just one design they got to recolor. I think you'll see those. Like Coneheads, you may not see.
I think you'd say Sunstorm and Shitstorm and Bluestorm and Turquoise. What?
Sounded a lot like Nazi when I said Nazi.
You'll not see.
All right.
Okay.
I do like.
Okay.
Go ahead.
The accessory, Matthew.
Okay, cool.
That it comes with it's a Despotron hand. I don't know if anybody saw that, and it's a Despotron hand holding a Starscream throat, and it will apparently, according to the pictures, the hand will connect onto Despotron. I guess you can pop his hand off or something, and then the head will replace the head, and he looks like he's choking Starscream with one hand.
That's cool.
And even though that would make Starscream's neck, which is non-existent normally, I don't know, however big you think Megatron's hand should be, but
that's cool though.
I don't like that at all.
I mean, it literally looks like he's like squeezing it, like
yeah.
Like, it's very cartoon.
Like
I like it.
Fuck Megatron.
Thank you for sharing that. I like that.
Yeah. You want to pretend we talked about this, and I'll throw some pictures.
Hey, San Diego Comic-Con was this past weekend, and we got a bunch of stuff.
All right.
Well, first we're going to talk about Titan Returns Arcee and possibly Ultra Magnus leaked cards.
He saw an E at the end, and he said possibly.
Possibly. Okay. So we got some cards, the little Titan Returns cards of Arcee, which I think we already knew that she probably was going to be the blur mold anyways. I think we saw stuff or something like that. But anyways, now that's been confirmed that we are probably getting Arcee for Titan Returns. So
confirmed that we're probably getting.
Probably. Yes.
I just want to...
Hold on. I wanted to say fuck you, Bobby.
Shout out to Headmaster Don. He's been wanting the fucking Headmaster Arcee forever. I hope this does it for him.
He wants it bad. And then we got another pick of... It looks like a Titan Master, I guess.
Yeah, shout out to all the female Headmasters. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. There's always good head Masters. But yeah, there's another pick of, it looks like a Titan Master of Ultra Magnus. So
Bobby, check the G3.
I see it. That's funny.
You see it?
Check the G3?
Yeah.
No.
Check it.
I don't get a notification. You can't check it. You're hosting.
It's showing up as a notification on my phone screen.
Oh, yeah.
That's funny.
I was just
So yeah, we got a card of Ultra Magnus. So yeah.
Last TFCon.
That's not Ultra Magnus. That's just some guy.
Well, it's
No,
supposedly, yeah. So
Hey,
there
Matt.
might be another box set coming.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
You see that face on his leg?
Let me see. Hold on. Let me check.
Oh, he's got a mustache.
Oh, he's got the.
He's got his eyes closed. He's making like a big smile. He's got a mustache.
I can't see you, Bobby. I can't see you.
He's like you.
He looks like he's high. That's a high leg right there. He's high on that marijuana.
That's funny right there.
Just to add to the
Please,
Arcee thing, there was like a piece of like a slide they showed and a poster they gave out that had the names of it was like a Triptychon thing, but it had the names of the various Titan Masters in the one, I think, and there was one named Leonid or some shit, but it was Daniel spelled backwards. So people are thinking that's going to be the.
God, that's so fucking clever.
So mysterious.
God. Fucking Hasbro, man. I love you.
Alright, well,
Alright.
Hasbro, man.
We got some panel. We got a panel from San Diego.
Well, it's panel notes, and I put these here for a reason.
All right, so we started the first one.
Which one want to do? The
Triptychon.
Yep, looks like Triptychon.
Well, wait, hold on. Oh, are we doing the pictures? Or the... Oh, I did put the
pictures.
Well, the panel...
Oh, yeah, that's the next one, right? SDCC 2017 panel notes and power of the Primes display.
Oh, where'd the panel notes link go?
The panel notes is the next one below.
I only have the one.
Yeah, it's leaked. Power of the Prime slides. That's the next one. The links.
Triptychon, we've seen it.
Yep.
Okay.
Hot Rod looks like shit.
So let's start with Rodimus or Hot Rod.
Oh,
Magnus.
I put the actual panel notes. Were supposed to be in here as well.
It's there.
Well, I don't. Where is it? I don't see it.
Isn't it the next one? The slides.
It's on the panel.
I don't have that link though. That's the thing. There's like something fucked up with my.
Hit the refresh.
App. I don't have the refresh
Power it off and power it back
on my mobile.
You don't have a refresh button on your mobile?
Hit that F5, man.
All right, let's talk about these pictures.
Yeah,
this is fantastic.
What do you think about Rodimus there, Matthew?
I love it.
Really?
I love the back end of it, man. Got some junk in the trunk.
Do you love the shoulders? It looks like he's got another robot's leg sitting up on there.
He does. Somebody, yeah. All that is, that's a Hot Rod's crotch.
Yeah.
His head is his crotch. Huh.
Dude, every man's dream.
Yeah. He's got a dick head. That's what he is. Oh shit! I didn't even notice that shit at his feet. And he's just like he's doing like a H. He's basically H forming into his chest, and his head is the dick head. I like the thought. I like the where they're going with it. The execution. Yeah, I'll get it.
I don't feel like Rodimus has ever looked more like Hot Rod pulling a trailer than he does this time. Like, and that's true. That's including the damn Fans Project armor, which was Hot Rod pulling a trailer. You know, like it just like at least the Fans Project one like integrated Hot Rod into it that it looked halfway decent. Like this, I don't know.
I wonder if any of the 30 third-party matrices you can use instead of this one, which looks crappy.
Yeah, I mean, like
you can take that out and stuff, and
to just make the Matrix just like this yellow piece of plastic, like I don't know.
When I finally, close the curtains on my Transformer collecting, like when it's finally done, like I'm gonna make a shadow box of nothing but third-party screwdrivers and third-party matrices.
Don't ever say that you're gonna quit. Don't say that.
I'm not gonna quit. I just, when I'm like at a point where I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty much just swapping shit out as as it needs to be done. Like I'm good.
What do you think about guns on top of them?
What do I think about what?
Guns on top of the vehicle mode. That's pretty cool.
Is it?
No.
I think it's just pegging your shit on wherever it goes. So.
Got some good news for Justin though.
No.
Is Jazz?
He's finally getting the Jazz he deserves.
Wait, before you go to Jazz, could you explain the Hot Rodimus shit to me? Is this like the Hot Rod that with an add-on?
No, so I think there was something with Rodimus Prime. It was either Rodimus or Hot Rod that they lost the rights to. So that's why it's like Hot
Probably
Rodimus
both.
now.
They have the rights to both.
No, what I mean, like look in picture 6. Like you guys are talking about the legs are the shoulders, and in picture 6, it really does look like he's got thighs around his head.
Yeah, I think that
is his thighs.
Yeah,
that's Hot Rod in his chest.
What Hot Rod?
There's literally this is basically the Protector armor. There's a deluxe class Hot Rod figure. And then the trailer breaks apart, which leads to my big criticism of the whole thing. Like, my biggest criticism, I should say, because the picture is conveniently not here in these on TFW because, don't want to make them mad. The trailer breaks up into the rest. But considering the trailer's job is to break up into parts, you think they could come up with something better for 50% of the fucking vehicle mode than just sticking it on his fucking back. Like, at least the Protector armor turned into a fucking, like, a gun a la G1, like, I said that with a little French accent, G1. But, like, that turned into, like, something useful. You think you could find a useful purpose for that, all that shit, but it's on his back. I posted it on the Shattercast page, so if you care, you can look at it there. But yeah, there's like this backpack that's like 2 inches fucking thick and goes from the top of his head past his crotch on the back, and it's like if he's gonna parts form into armor, you could do something more creative with that. Turn it into some half-ass guns or something.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. And the trailer doesn't even look good either. Like, if you look at the side view, you can see, like, the base part where the wheels, like picture 8 is a perfect example of it. Like, the orange part sticks out way past the red, and it doesn't look like one cohesive thing at all. It's terrible.
Looks like a bunch of Legos just put together.
It kind of does. In fact, I'm pretty sure I could find you a better Lego Rodimus if I looked. So.
So how many of these are you going to buy, Matt?
I will probably get one at least. And I might get one for Bobby B, just for shits and giggles.
No, you won't.
Yo, yes, I will. Don't test me, boy.
Oh, you see the Protector armor behind Jazz in the Jazz photos.
All right, let's move on to Jazz.
Are you excited, Justin?
Not even slightly.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how excited are you?
-10.
But you're still getting it.
So what you're saying is you're going to get 2 of them then?
No. So this thing, to me, it looks like the bastard child between Crasher and Jazz. I don't know if anyone else can see that, but it's definitely Crasher's alt mode for the most part. Like, a little bit tweaked. But
agreed.
This is a remote of Hot Rod.
Are you getting this, Justin?
No.
Yes.
Yes, you are.
I can see you getting this.
Yeah, he calls bullshit on you, Justin. He's calling you bullshit.
I can see you getting this on a humble, like just
right,
walking through the store and it's sitting there, and you're like, you know what, fuck it, it's Jazz.
Fuck it, it's $15.
The plastic drought,
Yeah, I can see this on a humble.
Yeah, we'll see. It's not happening. So,
Dude, look at the plastic at the end of his hands, man.
Dude, shout out to his Two-Face shoulders. He's got one white one and one black one.
Oh yeah, he does. I didn't even notice that.
What? Oh.
Look at picture 17.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well,
I don't know. It doesn't even look like Jazz. Like, the way the front end folds down looks stupid as hell to me. I don't know. I don't like it.
He is. He's going to combine with something because he does have a combiner port.
Yeah, that's all the other reason that I don't need it. Like, I don't need a combining Jazz. So. Man,
look at that light popping, Bobby.
Well, what are you going to combine with Starscream if it's not Jazz?
Dreadwing, and That one over there.
Dead ring.
So Starscream's just gonna be walking around with some Popeye arms.
Mm-hmm.
Need some legs too.
Speaking of Starscream, he's up next.
Oh, he's got Make Toys wings.
Man, Starscream's been getting a little paint chipped off those hands, those guns going in and out, man.
Oh man. He's been masturbating. He's been masturbating a lot. Let's get some splooge on there.
To be fair, these are hands.
I know.
Hey, Matt.
And to be fair, there's a lot of fucking holes in this motherfucker.
And to be fair, it looks like there's G1 stickers on it.
Yeah.
Like literally G1 stickers on it.
Yes, Rob D.
You see that face on the chest?
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say it looks like a very excited bird. So.
He looks like a peacock. Sad peacock. I'm getting this Starscream. I don't care. I know he's got Popeye arms.
This Starscream is a deluxe?
Voyager.
No, it's a Voyager.
That's a Voyager?
Yeah. He's going to be the main body of...
This looks like shit.
Oh, but wait, there's more. You see those comically large forearms and feet? Do you know what they're hiding? Combiner ports.
Mm-hmm. He's going to be the main body of Combiner.
That looks terrible. If it was a deluxe, I think it looks fine. As a Voyager, it looks like trash.
Hey, y'all were asking for a Seeker Combiner, so here's what you get, okay?
Yeah. Oh, my prayers have been answered.
Yeah, look at the face, Robert. It looks like a bird too.
Hey, speaking of faces on chests and Starscreams, I just realized that Pyra Magna. I realized today that Pyra Magna from the Victorian set has Starscream's face for a chest.
Oh, really? I'll have to check that.
Well, I got you covered, buddy. G3.
Oh, all right. Post it up there, buddy.
And then we have this. What are these?
Dreadwing and what's the other one? Dreadwing and something else. I forgot the other one. God damn it.
Shitbot.
Greg doesn't know. Greg knows.
What?
What are the names of these two jets that combine?
Darkwing and Dreadwing.
There it is.
Okay.
Showed you up.
I can see that Starscream face.
Yeah, well, it's fucking it's 100% obvious. Like once you look at it, it's weird. I've never noticed it before.
I'll take a look at it.
Somebody posted a picture of it today. That's why, I just looked at it. I was like, wait, what?
Oh yeah.
What?
That's cool.
But these look pretty bad, also. I think.
Well, yeah, they're just aerial bots.
God, it's not fucking fans toys. It looks fucking like shit.
I just said that the fucking alien attack was a good looking thing.
Keith.
What?
You don't like Keith?
I don't like, but I just said it looked good.
Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. You proved me wrong.
All right. But these look really bad.
Yeah.
This should have been a couple of Voyagers that made a leader class.
Yep, I agree.
Combining jet.
But not Voyagers that look like Starscream.
True.
And not Voyagers that look like that fucking Dragon Storm or whatever the fuck that thing's called.
Yes, agreed.
There were actual pictures of that thing too, and I didn't even put them in the show notes because I didn't want anybody to quit.
Look, I'm gonna trash most of this stuff because I don't like it. But for those listening, I'm gonna try to do a compliment sandwich. Okay, so this is the little good. This is the good piece of compliment I'm gonna give before we get deeper into this stuff.
The pictures in focus.
I think it is cool that they are doing all these characters. They really. I talked to Yule on the phone this week. Shout out to him. He picked me up something from SDCC, which I can't wait to get. But he was saying how
Marvel Legends.
If you were it's not a Marvel Legends. That if you're a chug collector and right before Combiner Wars, you were like, man, they're never gonna give me the characters I want. If you look at what they've done from Combiner Wars to now, they've pretty much knocked out all the fucking characters. Of course, there's a few holes, but they really have made all the G1 stuff, and I do give them credit for that. I think that most of them are done poorly, but I think there's something to be said about the fact that they did do them.
Yeah,
that's the compliment.
Yeah, $10 to $20 toys.
Now, can we move on to talking about how Beachcomber's got Popeye arms?
Yes.
Or how he's cursed to have jerk-off hands, but there's a panel covering the bottom.
Oh my God! Can you imagine? You had to do it upside down.
On those ball joints, your arm's always popping off.
I'm always popping off my dick.
Oh God, he's got ET for a crotch.
It's more of a
no short circuit.
It's more of a Johnny 5, yeah.
Number 5.
Yeah. Robert, I'm going to need you to make like a collage picture of all these faces to use as a backdrop this week. So
what?
Keep that.
Just take 5 minutes away from doing your memes. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Look. So the amount of time you're getting ready to invest in putting that big deformed guy from Goonies face on the stuff, just use that time tomorrow to like knock this out.
Or take a little bit off of the text to Bobby time.
He hasn't really been texting me a whole lot recently.
Because you probably pissed him off.
Maybe.
No, just been dealing with a lot of stuff. Don't have.
I like the Doom Buggy. The Doom Buggy looks pretty good.
Does it though?
I think it does.
I don't think it looks terrible.
Are you assuming my likeness to something?
I think it looks good for a $9.99 toy.
I agree.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I think that the like the guard rails or whatever, like that shit looks a little.
It's a little too thick, but
Yeah, but dude, this is leader class.
Yeah, it's fine. I also think that given the fact that these little legend scale toys or whatever the scale is now, they're designed to have the headmasters in them. So I don't know, it's kind of cool with whatchamacallit if you're into the line with the headmasters.
That's fair. I wonder how it transforms. JK, bro, what's next? Skullgrin?
Speaking of these,
I love the Pretender stuff, man. That's pretty cool.
Do you? This was like shit. I was so irritated.
Oh man,
hold on. These aren't standalone figure.
No, I think that's what pisses me off about them, though.
Oh, I know, but yeah, these aren't I don't know if anyone got that. These are coming with the deluxes, which makes the deluxes suffer because they use the Combiner Wars engineering to save money, so they can include this crap. But they're doing what Takara did with their deluxes, making the little Legends accessories and not standalone pieces. It's just a little too late.
I like them.
Do you?
I think they look like novelties.
I would like to see some Pretenders made, but not like this.
If only a company did some type of fundraiser to make Pretenders, I'd be all in.
Some play with this too.
Oh, I like this shit. I don't care what y'all fucking say. I like it.
Let me ask you a question, Matt. If I was like, dude, I got a guy at SDCC. He's got a room. Are you ready? And you're like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm ready. It's Transformers Generations, Chug, Titan Wars, power of the Combiners, Matt. And you're like, yeah, give it to me. And I'm like, they're gonna make a Skullgrin. And then you saw this. Is this what you would have expected it to be?
So, I would not expect it, but when I saw it, I liked it. I mean, because I wasn't expecting this.
Okay, so I want to throw this out there. I like these a lot, and these I probably.
Oh, well, say something about him, Bobby. Say something to Justin.
I'm waiting for his explanation.
So give me a second. Pretenders are supposed to match up with the humans, and I think these would look really cool next to some Dr. Wu humans. That's all I'm saying.
That's
he said humans.
Justin, that is a fair point, and
this is a fair. Oh, god damn it!
That is a fair point, but I'm saying I'm still disappointed at what this character has ended up being. This is it. This is the only Skullgrin we're getting for quite some time.
Yeah, we already got a proper deluxe Skullgrin 4 years ago.
Yeah, so I understand what you're saying, Bobby, and I hope that some of the cooler I don't want a masterpiece-sized human Pretender. If you want to make Skullgrin, whose shell is more iconic than the robot inside it, as a transforming robot, then that's cool. Kind of like Bludgeon's got in recent times. But I also want this little collection of little guys too. But I don't want Cloud. What was his name? No.
Cloudburst?
No, was that his name? Cloudburst?
What do you like?
The red one?
He's a Pretender.
Yeah, we're getting that one too.
Yeah, so well, like I know that, and like I don't want Cloudburst like a giant masterpiece Optimus Prime scaled human on my shelf. You know, like the Decepticon ones are just infinitely more interesting, which is why I think Bludgeon has kind of transcended the inner robot, because Bludgeon didn't look like Bludgeon tends to look now. So. You know, if they want to make big robots of the Decepticons, that's fine. But I don't need that for the humans, unless you're just doing the inner robot.
I think it's fucking cool the Titan Masters fit in these little things. Yeah. That's fucking awesome.
You'd fit in there, man. What's the one that looks like Hagar from Final Fight? I always forget the Decepticon.
I know which one you're talking about, but I can't think of it.
The vampire or the bat-looking one, or
is that Blood Bat or something?
No, the one that looks like Hagar from Final Fight.
I don't know who the fuck Hagar from Final Fight is.
If you saw Hagar from Final Fight, you would know who the fuck he was. Hold on, let me find it.
Oh boy, you're getting chatted.
I want that one. I want that one, Masterpiece Prime size. I want that one, fucking Fort Max size.
I love what I mean, there's 3 things you could do with this thing. That's so cool. For $10, that's fucking awesome. I don't care what you say. That's awesome. It's the playability. The playability factor. I'm factoring that in. It's awesome. With these little Titan Masters, that's awesome. I love it. I can't wait for these.
Stranglehold.
I disagree that it's awesome. I disagree that the playability of it is awesome. I disagree.
You don't play with your Transformers either, though. You just set up there and look pretty.
I just think it's a wash.
You don't like the weapon that it turns into, Bobby? You just lay him on his face?
I especially hate the weapon.
Do you notice you just lay him on his face? That's it.
And then you flip the little claws up and you got a little Wolverine hand.
But then you can go...
and I don't like the little goblin he comes with either. I don't get him out of here also.
Bobby's hating.
Yeah, I don't like it. I'm very disappointed.
I bet somebody slapped a Fans Toy sticker on there. Fans Toys. Fans Toys. You're like, oh shit, that's a Fans Toys? I love it.
Well, to be fair, Fans Toys wouldn't do that.
There we go. I found
Pretend you're Wolverine.
They don't put shit out that people can get in stores.
I already pretend I'm Wolverine.
You put the little thing up your sleeve, hide your hand, and just have a little thing out.
There's 3 things that I pretend I do regularly. One is have Wolverine's claws. The other is have Spider-Man's webs. And
I know the third. You pretend that you have the Force when you open up doors.
Well, Jedi shit in general. Like I'll grab my lightsaber with the Force and turn it on.
Or you pretend you're a human.
So Bobby, let me ask you this: when you want pretenders, do you want the full range, or you just want the interesting Decepticons, or like what are you looking for?
Well, okay, so I definitely want the Decepticons, and I agree with you fully that they are the more interesting. They are the more visually interesting ones. But the collector in me says, give me all of them.
And so, if you were gonna do the pretenders yourself, would you have them as like full-size robots, or would you, or not full-size robots? Would you have it be the robot that's inside being represented as the toy, or the actual shell?
He's tricked you.
So here's the thing.
I'm just curious, because like I understand. I said, Bludgeon is very much his shell as the robot you end up seeing usually, and the alt mode is the alt mode of the robot that's inside. So I'm just curious what Bobby would like to see for the like Autobots, or the humans, I should say.
So I would want the robots to be about Masterpiece car size, probably, and either engineer some more complicated shell that would allow you to put that robot into the shell in robot mode, or have a third transformation for the robot inside that allowed it to just kind of sit in the core of the Pretender shell, and then the Pretender shell can move independently.
I love this shit. I can't wait, man. Fuck.
Dude, I hope you get all these.
Awesome, man.
Dude, I hope you buy them all and lose them all.
Why would I lose them all?
They're the size of a dime, Matt, and they're gonna fucking fall into your couch cushions.
Tons of Titan Masters.
You're gonna fall. They're gonna fall into your beanbag chair. You're never gonna see them again.
What?
Or they might fall on my belly flap. That's what you're gonna say because I'm a fat ass.
See, you're being mean. Hey Matt.
Huh?
You're talking about my friend. I was just talking about your beanbag chair.
You need to relax.
I just want to say, Matt, I will be losing my headmasters with you. So, you know,
Word.
All I know is I'm looking under Matt's belly flap for some loose change.
But I don't hope Justin loses.
Gee, man.
I just hope Matt loses his.
This is probably my favorite Hasbro news in the last couple of years. So.
Because Justin and I are having a conversation. You and I are bickering.
Oh, okay. That's what it is. Okay.
Dude, look at Starscream's feet. Picture 38. Good grief.
Just I got stung by a bee a couple times.
But
I do like the jet modes for the Dreadwing and Darkwing.
I do too.
Yeah.
Oh God, the Starscream feet.
And he's got them Gene Simmons boots on.
It's like he's wearing them pimp shoes from I'm Gonna Get You Sucker.
It's got the fish in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's big.
I love the tiny little connector joint that seems to go to his knee there. Kind of looks like he's just on a little stilt.
Oh, that's good.
Oh my God! And then the next picture, like I kind of saw like the 3/4 angle of the back of Rodimus, but like when you can see the big whole hollow trailer just hanging off his back. Oh my God!
You can put your smartphone in there, man.
That's what it's for. Maybe it's for a smartphone.
Set it on his side and just watch YouTube.
Hey, Hasbro's got you, man. They got you.
His buddies can sit back there and take a ride.
Oh, Matt, how many little Titan Masters can you put back there? It's an integrated toy. Tons of playability.
Also on picture 39, Jazz looks like the car on Jazz's chest looks depressed. So.
Oh.
It's had a bad day. It's gonna cry.
Have you ever stepped on a Titan Master by accident? Like you walked into your toy room, lights were off, and you had no shoes on?
No, my shit's off the floor.
Have you ever sat on one on a beanbag chair by accident?
I have a couple times. Straight in my butt.
What's with you in beanbag chair?
Dude, he's got a beanbag chair.
Do you?
I don't.
Yes, you do. Stop lying.
I don't. Anyway, you stop lying.
You
better have a beanbag chair when I get there.
Is it shaped like Starscream's open mouth?
Man.
Are you going to get a beanbag chair when I get there?
I'll get a beanbag chair for you.
Hey,
all right.
I don't know, Greg, maybe you know this one.
Yes, sir.
Remember I think it was before RID, they had a bunch of those little cars that were G1 names, but they didn't really 100% look like their character. I was just thinking about
Spy Changers?
Yeah, the Spy Changers. This Jazz looks like the Spy Changer Jazz, now that I think about it.
I have a Hoist and Optimus Prime, I think, and neither of them really look like, Yeah,
actually, I guess it doesn't really look like the Spy Changer. I take it back. I was looking at it now. I thought he did, but he ends up looking like the other Spy Changer car, which wasn't Jazz.
Were they Spy Changers or were they GoBots?
I think they went by both names at one point, but Spy Changers seems to be...
There were Spy Changers in RID, too. The RID line, too, I think.
Yeah.
So I think that was all the
all
the reveals for
Yeah.
No, that wasn't all the reveal.
They were Spy Changers, Justin.
Mm-hmm.
They were the same as the GoBots, but you're right. But I think what you're thinking of in RID.
Oh yeah, we got some leaked slides.
Yeah. Now, what is the deal with this?
What's the deal?
What's the deal with these leaked slides? like what's
more pretenders?
What is the origin of this?
Well,
SDCC.
You mean where did they get the slides from?
Yes.
Disgruntled worker?
No, somebody took pictures off of the theory is somebody left their laptop unattended. These are obviously for some sort of a meeting. And the theory, because they're pictures of a laptop screen, and someone just left their laptop and someone was like, click.
I don't know. Who do you know? What collector do you know is ballsy enough to sit down at an unattended laptop and start scrolling through it and shit? I don't buy it.
I can think of some.
Somebody who's working, a low-level employee at one of these events.
Ain't no stinky fatty doing it, I'll tell you that.
I don't know about that one, Robert.
Yeah,
I can think of a couple people who would.
Like, I would imagine that I guess this is the shit that they're planning on revealing in October. like the New York show, but if they
or Hascon.
Or TFCon.
Yeah, or Hascon.
Make it happen.
Are they Power Masters? Is that the combining Power Masters? Is that it?
What, these now they're Prime Masters, bro.
What is it?
Did you not watch
fucking Predaking, man? Fuck
Did you
yes.
not watch the video? I posted the video of the dude talking about it. Did you not take 5 seconds to watch it?
I watched it.
I didn't see.
I know
video.
you did, but he didn't. Jesus.
I didn't see a video.
Fucking
Why don't you do your
Predaking.
fucking research, man? Come on.
So we got a bunch of moving along. We got a bunch of new stuff coming out.
Don't move it along when I'm berating Robert.
Yeah, don't interrupt him, jerk.
All right, sorry.
God, dude, don't you do your fucking research? No, I'm just
Don't
kidding.
interrupt him, jerk.
Sit back in your beanbag chair. Okay, great.
Four characters.
These are the 12 primes, bro.
All right,
I
let's
don't get it.
Got
Yeah, I
Cyber Commander, new Prime. We got it's like Shockwave and Sideswipe.
wait, which one are we on?
I don't even know.
The
I'm looking at the-
All right, I see Shockwave and Sideswipe. I see where we're at now. Okay, cool.
The Shockwave and the Sideswipe. This must be some kind of Hasbro Asia presentation.
Those are just drawings.
This must be a Hasbro Asia presentation because the Sideswipe and the Shockwave are for those fucking, they look like upscaled legends, like the shit that was only in Asia. They look like they come out as Cyber Battalion. That's it. Yeah,
Well, that's what it says there.
I couldn't think of the name of it, but that's what that's for.
Oh,
So this has to have been from like Hasbro Asia. So it was probably some unscrupulous Chinaman.
4 to 7 step simple transformation. Shocker. 7-inch figures, evergreen styling, branding. I don't know what that means. Packed out in closed box. Case pack 8.
Yep.
I
New head.
Sorry. I sure hope that this line is actually called the Value Channel 49. So.
We got
If you
new
go-
Prime
I'm sorry. I'm 2 steps back on the Megatron Starscream Bumblebee, which has the heading Value Channel 49 4 characters. So I don't know.
So these ain't called Top Masters; they're called Prime Masters, which look pretty cool. I'm excited. We got a Predaking. We got the Dinobots.
Well, look like so. This Predaking. All right, so these are all Voyagers.
It's a Titan class, yeah.
And then, what's interesting to me is that the art that they use for the Predacons is all Studio Ox art, which I think is just cool. It's like the original Studio Ox like concept drawings for those characters.
I think they look pretty cool too.
I think they look pretty cool too. Matt.
So
I think they look pretty cool as well.
Awesome. So we got a new wave of the Dinobots. I think are going to be combining because Grimlock is a Voyager, and the rest are deluxes. So I think they're going to be combining. Then you got Hunger.
Wait, I want to talk about the Dinobots a little bit.
Okay.
I think it is a huge error in judgment making 4 deluxes and 1 Voyager. They should have been all 5 Voyagers to compete, like to be sized up with Predaking. I think that's a huge oversight. And I think
I don't understand that at all.
Me neither. And I think the Grimlock looks horrible. And I think the other ones are just drawings, right? No, the Snarl and Sludge maybe drawings. It's hard to tell. And then the Swoop and Slag are pictures. But yeah, I think the Grimlock looks terrible, and I think it was a huge oversight not making them all Voyagers.
Yeah, I agree. I think Dinobots need to be as big as possible.
Yep.
Well, I'm pretty sure that they're going to share some tooling with at least a couple of the Terracons.
Yeah, I agree.
I think Cutthroat and Swoop will be very similar.
Mm-hmm.
At least.
And we are getting an Abominus too. So let's
are we getting 2 Grimlocks? Is that, or what is the deal? No, E1136 and E1138.
I think they're just they look like slightly different colors. I don't think there's any different, and it's a different wave basically.
Okay, just repacks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. That's just to show what the assortment is going to be.
And then who the hell is Rafi Rodriguez?
Some motherfucker who left his laptop unattended.
That's my cousin. Got Elita 1 coming out of the Starscream mold.
Yeah, Elita 1 out of the Starscream mold, and then I guess an Inferno out of the Hotspot, which is a wash.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, You said Rafi's your cousin?
Yes, from down under.
Is that Hispanic dude eating ass?
Could be. Yeah, could be. Could be. He loves ass.
What about the Rafi Ridge? Shout out to those who know what that is.
Shout out to the ass eaters.
And then I think that this is just drawings, right, of the Terracons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so. But then, is that Nevastator or Never Gonna Buy It Stator?
I think it says Nova Star.
Oh, Nova Star.
Yeah. Now, so this is Wave 4, so if we go 2 more pictures, we actually see Wave 1 and 2. And Wave 1 and 2 is the 2 Dinobots, Dreadwind and Jazz. And then Wave 2 is the one I find interesting, because you have Moonracer, who I think, and it's the same thing with the Nova Star or whatever, that's the Arcee mold right there. It's definitely not even the same car that she is. But it's definitely the Arcee mold. And she's nowhere to be found in Waves 1 through 4, which I think is interesting.
And Nova Star, just for the record, is Firestar.
Okay.
That was her G1 name, right?
Something like that. I don't know.
Oh, and they're making they're making a G1 inspired Slash also. I think that's cool. I do think that's cool.
Where is that? I didn't see that.
That's going to be a Legends.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a Legends, and that's dumb. But I just like the idea of like these like G1 inspired Dinobots that didn't exist. I don't know why, but I do dig it.
Because you're a traitor to the cause.
Maybe.
We got the fan voted Optimus Primal. It looks like a Primal himself. Got those 2. We got some more Optimus Primes, and we got a recolor of Rodimus. Rodimus Unicronus, black and purple. I don't know. Jesus Christ.
So yeah, I'm wondering if that's going to factor into that Unicron comic at all.
I like to give Matt crap on this because he always insists he's buying everything here, and I think it's interesting that Waves 1, 2, and 3 of Leaders all have Rodimus in them, and 2 out of the 3 of them have Optimus, so essentially Wave 1 and 2 are the same thing, just slightly different colors, and Wave 3 is half of the other wave with a new
I guess
character.
I'll have to buy a couple more Rodimus and Optimus Primes then, Jesse.
I guess so.
Okay. I'll taught you.
My big fear, and I just want to get it out now instead of later, because with these different characters, that some of these different characters are popping up, then that means that the bad IDW comics, like that bad shit, is going to get his hands into Lost Light and more than meets the eye, whatever you want to call it, because there's a lot of characters that are on the Lost Light. We Rodimus being one of them. I mean, obviously being the
Thunderclash.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of repacks because we got Windcharger and we got the Shrapnel.
Well, that's not a win. That's a new. Isn't that a new Windcharger?
Yeah, it's a
or
new
did I miss
Windcharger.
something?
Is that the new one? Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, the only redo is Shrapnel, because I think the Shrapnel was the last. Wasn't that like part of a last wave, which traditionally like those don't really get picked up. Because the last wave gets passed for the first wave of the new one.
Is that Outback, I guess, on the bottom from Braun?
And then
I don't know that.
Is the middle one, is it say Road Trap? Is that like Battle Trap? I don't know what's going on.
I'm guessing because somebody shout out to Scott B. I think he listens to our show. He says Duocons. I can't believe I'm living in a world where I finally get updated Duocons.
Yeah, he does listen. He's a listener. Good dude. Yeah, and then we got some new Prime Masters. A bunch of
Dude, look at all these fucking stupid ass pretenders you're getting, man.
I know, fucking jackass.
Look at all these stupid ass pretenders and I'm sitting next to my stuff. I love these
fuck
things.
you, Jason, for buying this shit.
I know.
And then we got Predaking, which we already seen, which looks really good, and that's about it.
But why are you saying that looks really good? It's just art, right?
No, I think the Predaking is real and the Predacons are art.
Bull crap, that's not real.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, hold on.
No way. Dollars to donuts.
I think that's box. Yeah, I think that's box art. So
Maybe.
that means the Titan, the Prime Master goes in the Lion Mouth.
I think the reason why I thought it was real is because I don't see an ankle rocker.
They just fucking took a picture of Feral Rex.
Oh, God.
Sometimes it's too easy, Matt. Sometimes
So easy, God. Oh, I can't wait for third party to go down in fucking flames.
You know what that lion mouth looks like he's saying with those wings behind him, Bobby?
What's he saying?
Hey Matt, if third party goes down in flames, though, who's Hasbro gonna knock off for the next line?
Yeah.
I guess they'll make their own shit up. I guess.
You got Feral Rex here. You got fucking Protector armor.
Oh.
Like, I don't know.
They're just going down the list. Like, let's just start from A to Z.
So, So give it a grade from A to F. What do y'all think this reveal was?
Well, not counting the shit we weren't supposed to see, like just the shit that we, you know what I mean, like just the shit that they officially revealed.
Oh, you mean the scraps that they threw us?
Because like I think the shit they didn't reveal is the way more interesting stuff.
Yeah, but the stuff they did, the stuff from this guy's screen, it's all over the place in terms of fiction, right? There's no continuity to this.
I mean, it's mostly G1. It's mostly later G1 also, season 3 and season 4.
Mm-hmm.
Shrapnel.
A mix of season 1, 2. Also, you got the Dinobots and
Fembots.
No, I just said.
Oh, sorry. What was Predaking? Predaking was season
3.
2,
Starscream.
Okay.
Predaking's 3. The Terracons are 3.
Grimlock.
All this like pretender dread shit is like Japanese season 4 and.
All right. Moving along. I thought it was a good reveal. Hey. I'm excited. Whatever. But what are you? Are you excited, Justin?
No, I just wanted to comment that someone said that Predaking actually looks good, so I had to take the time to say it certainly is a good piece of art.
People don't know what the fuck they're Matt,
what?
I need you to slow your fucking roll. No, I don't. I can come up. I can come up with my own lines. I don't need to say that. But I need you to slow your roll there, buddy.
Okay.
So that didn't take as long as I thought it was gonna do.
Wasn't that painful?
He's like, this sucks. Next. This sucks. Next. This sucks.
Next. We got some statues. You want to talk about some statues?
Oh, do I ever want to talk about some statues?
Man, look at that Bumblebee.
I thought this was MPM Bumblebee.
This is if I was into movie stuff, like really into movie stuff, this is what I would be buying. Like, even though it doesn't transform, it looks gorgeous. For what it's supposed to be, at least.
That prime looks fucking beast.
Well, these are also $400 a piece, but
but that's the thing. If I was super into the movie things, I could just get rid of all my shitty $10 deluxes and buy one of these.
Ooh.
Why do you want to get rid of deluxe?
I'm not going anywhere. Not yet. I don't think. I don't. I've been thinking about it lately, but
come on with that bullshit, Matt.
No, man. For $400, that's not actually bad. I mean, if there's so much detail in this shit, that's not bad for $400.
I agree.
Yeah,
what's Prime?
That Prime looks great. The Bumblebee looks great.
Yeah, I love the beat up Bumblebee, man. It looks fuck.
Well, what's Prime? Like Prime's only 1.5 feet tall, right? And then that Bee's only 1 foot tall.
He's got some little legs.
Okay. I mean, still, with all the detail and look at Bumblebee, man. It looks like he got fucked up royally, and I mean, it's just $400 is not bad. If that's what their price point is, but
I also feel like I just lost what I was gonna say. I can't remember now. Never mind. Go on. Okay, I remember. This is probably the best 3A stuff I've seen. Like, I think it actually looks better than their G1 stuff too. Like, it doesn't look like it's been stylized at all, like 3A loves to do, and I hate that stylizing. So, like, I think that this is like super close to the source material, and I don't think anyone has made one better looking, personally.
I agree. Look at that kickstand for Squeaks, man. He got a wooden leg.
How much is Squeaks? Fucking $500?
Hold on.
The fuck out of here.
It don't say. I don't say the prices. Does it say the prices on here?
Get the fuck out of here.
No, I don't think Squeaks is $500. He's probably about $499.
Fuck that.
Oh well. Anyways, anybody else? I mean, these look great.
Now let's move on to the main event, statue-wise.
Beast Wars Megatron.
This shit looks fucking beautiful.
It does. That's what a statue's supposed to look like right there. And the Dinobot head down there. Fuck, that's sweet.
Yes.
This is amazing. Like I don't care for, this rendition of the character, but like they knocked this shit out of the park.
You love it.
Say Backdraft.
You love it.
Just with the spear and fucking Dinobot's head, and oh my god, that's beautiful. That's
a sword.
Sorry, sword.
That's Dinobot's sword through Dinobot's own face.
Mm-hmm.
That shit looks fucking incredible.
Well, how much this beast cost?
$5 million.
No, this is gonna be over $1,000.
$1,500 probably.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Sometimes you gotta pay to play, Robert. God damn.
Sideshow carries that shit. Let me see.
But you don't play. You just lay it on the shelf.
Doesn't matter. Sometimes you gotta pay to lay.
It's true.
Yeah, that's true. In New York, you do.
What the fuck?
Man, that's nice.
All I know is I can't wait till they do a masterpiece Beast Wars Megatron. Oh my god, it's gonna be beautiful.
They just did.
Look at that little Batman, Bobby. You see little Batman?
Yeah, I see it.
Where's Batman at? Oh, yeah.
Don't look at me and that Beast Wars abomination at the same time.
Oh, is that two Batmans? Is that the black one Batman too? To the far right?
Little Batman, short and stout.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. I wish I could afford this shit. God.
You can, Matt.
Shut up. Lawyer.
How much did you spend on that Baldwin drop?
About $650 to $700.
See that? You're almost there, man.
Yeah, but I got so much cooler stuff than just one statue.
Exactly.
All right.
Hold on.
Beautiful. Oh, y'all want to
Well, no, I was just gonna try to see if I could find this Transformer stuff on here. See if it's available for pre-order. It doesn't look like it. The Megatron, the Beast Wars Megatron, is available for pre-order, but the Optimus, Monkey Optimus, is $1,000.
God damn.
But their Optimus Prime Ultimate Edition, which looks like movie out. Oh no! You know what? Let's talk about this one instead. Their Shockwave that we've looked at a couple times, like the movie Shockwave. $2,699.75.
What the 75 cents?
What assholes!
But don't you worry, because they have a payment plan of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-month payment plan of $303.75.
Oh, that's enough to turn a man to doll life right there.
Do you think Uncle Dolphin's getting the statue? I know he's a big statue guy.
No, he doesn't do statues of Transformers. He believes that Transformers should transform.
Oh, okay.
It's fair.
That's fair.
What about Lotus? Is Lotus getting this? He should.
Lotus might. Lotus needs to let me borrow $20.
It's 25 for me or something. Dude, he was excited when I did a statue review, man. He was happy for me. I was like, that's good, but dude, this was only like, $100 statue. You do like, big old Venom and Captain America statues and shit.
Lotus is that dude living at the YMCA with the best statue collection on the floor.
His reviews are pretty cool, man. I think I should really check them out. They're really cool.
This shit must do well though, because like a lot of these statues have like waiting lists to buy. Like they're sold. That means like they're tentatively sold out unless somebody cancels or they get extras.
Really? Well, they only make probably 10, probably. So
maybe.
Yeah, and they're officially licensed, so it's got to be worth it for all that bullshit, like the fees and whatnot.
Right.
You say $2,600?
Their Optimus Prime G1 Optimus Prime, that's way stylized, but I think looks pretty cool. Is $1,000.
Bobby, would you buy any of those?
Yeah, if I had the money, I would get the G1 inspired stuff, but I don't have the money.
Would anybody? Robert, would you get this?
I got the money and I won't buy it. I'd rather send you fucking 20 fucking goddamn spinouts.
Greg, would you buy these?
No, I don't have that kind of money.
I mean, if you had the money, would you buy them?
Oh yeah, if I had the money, I'd buy all this shit. If I,
yeah, sometimes if you do have the money, sometimes people still wouldn't buy that.
I'd rather buy a jetpack. All the money you can spend on these things.
Yeah, Robert, are you really going to talk about the better ways to spend your money than what you spend it on?
Really, like if I had the money, I still wouldn't get the Beast Wars stuff just because it's meaningless to me. But like, or the movie stuff. Yeah, but I mean, like the Prime makes a ton of shit. Like I'd buy like the Prime 1 Batman stuff and the Prime 1 Turtles and Lotus. Lotus just got the Turtles recently.
Jelly.
Justin, would you buy these? You have the money?
If I didn't buy all the other things that I was into, I would consider it. But I mean, like that would mean not buying like the MP and third-party stuff. Like if I was trying to get like a representation of a character I really liked but wasn't buying everything, then I'd consider getting like one or two. Yeah.
Like put like one on each shelf in a Detox.
Yeah, exactly. Something like that.
I don't even think they fit.
Damn. They break through, right?
Well, no, they're like, I think most of them are 1/4 scale. So like 1/4 scale doesn't fit in a Detox.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
I'm thinking about they're making a Starscream one, aren't they? Is it making one? I'm really thinking about getting one of those, but I don't know. I have to sell some stuff.
If you took the middle shelves out, if you only put 2 shelves in a Detox.
Yeah, that's fair.
Would it truly be 1/4 scale though? Because how big are these things really? Like how big would 1/1 scale like?
Oh yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But I get what you mean. They're 2 feet tall.
Yeah.
You want to talk about this Megatron, this mega action?
Yeah. Speaking of,
I like that first comment. Emmett Bakar.
What does that motherfucker say? God damn.
His picture and what he says.
Jesus
fucking Christmas.
That's where the Easter egg from the sky comes from, and a rabbit named Harvey hides it for children to find it full of chocolate and candy. That Megatron looks like it's at least somewhat based on IDW Megatron when he first took on his Earth mode way back when.
Shout out to Emmett Bakar.
Shout out to that Harvey reference.
Shout out to Bakar.
Shout out to Jimmy Stewart while we're at it.
And shout out to all the shards, man, that listen to us. Thank you.
Harvey's a great movie. I don't know if you guys have ever
Harvey
seen it.
Dent's a good guy too, man.
He was.
Well, he was briefly again. And then
okay. Well, enough of that guy. So we are done with
Let me ask these 2 email questions so we don't lose those real quick. One from Esteban, who I'm a big fan of. He's a good dude. He said, "Hey guys, with the MP aerial bots about to come out, I might have to make my first third-party purchase of an MP-sized transformer. Welcome to the game, Esteban. It's difficult to buy stuff I like because I live in a small apartment. How do you guys regulate or resist buying stuff that you might not have room for?" And he says he believes in you, Matt, in terms of your weight loss.
I know that, and I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
And your beanbag chair.
Shout out to that big bag chair.
You should give him an update.
So I'm sorry. The question was, how do you justify getting things you don't have room for?
Well, it's how do you guys regulate or resist stuff that you might not have room for? So like,
Bobby just adds a weight.
It's hard because
he has a room in his basement.
Like there's stuff that I want that I don't have room for that I'm just not gonna get. Like I want that NECA 1/4 scale Harley from Arkham Knight. But I just don't have room for it. So
just fucking sell the Naboo canoe, dude.
Whatever, dude. You live in a big fucking house. I don't want to hear about your fucking
shit down a slip and slide in the summer, don't you?
But like I just don't know. Like there is like so I have one more room to finish in my basement and then I'm done.
Yes, you do.
What?
And that room that I'm going to finish is going to be like a movie theater room. And I do plan on having some custom cabinets made in there, like just like 4 that I'm going to put like 1/4 scale statues. And it'll be like one thing from each franchise. So like I'll have like, and it's going to take me forever to get, but it'll be like one Transformer thing, one Batman thing, one Star Wars thing, like
one Turtles thing.
And
just one thing to represent.
One Wonder Woman thing.
One Flash.
One Green Lantern.
One Green Lantern.
My man Bobby's
One
got
Jessica Jones.
One Daredevil.
My man Bobby's got basement rooms like I got credit card debt.
I know, man. Deep pockets.
I'm almost out of space. I'm almost
out of space as soon as I finish my movie theater.
But I got one more room.
I mean, it's not gonna be like a movie theater, but it's just gonna have a big screen TV. It's gonna have some elevated steps and some lounge chairs to sit in, and
got some humans in there.
And a good place to do movie reviews. Yeah.
What I do is I've actually started selling some things to make a room, but I've been actually been going over my collection. I've been actually pushing them in together a little more so they're assholes to elbows better. So I can get a little more room on my shelves. So
that's exactly what they needed to just be squished in a little bit more.
They don't like touching each other. They tell me all the time.
They're close.
Hey.
They're like family.
Yeah. But I've made some room. I've been pushing them together a little more so they can make some room for my stuff.
Man, you selling stuff has been great to me.
What's that?
I get unending entertainment from that shit. Oh, because you used to make these smart-ass comments, like, back in the day, about how selling? I don't sell my stuff. At least I never sell my stuff. And now you're selling all sorts of shit. You're selling your Hulks.
I just sold my Marvel Legends stuff. That's all I sold. And I sold a couple because the Masterpiece came out.
As long as I can jerk off to it, that's all that matters.
That's fine. I jerk off to your picture every night. Great.
He has pretty eclectic sales posts. It's just you seem to randomly grab shit from your shelves.
And it's lot only, not so.
Oh yeah, that lot. Yeah, nobody wants to buy that fucking mixture lot, man. What the fuck?
But the lot is so random. Why would anyone buy the lot? Like your lots are like from everything.
Maybe somebody wants.
That's like an Energon fucking this and a goddamn, Titans Returns and
that's
like a legend.
That's like a 2000. That's like a 2007. I just saw the movie starter pack.
I'm hoping that one buyer will be like, man, I need all that mixture of shit. But nobody will buy it. So I broke it down. No, I broke it up where I broke them down where I'm selling them individually. So I was trying to sell a lot, but nobody wants to buy it. So.
I broke it up where I broke it down.
Broke it up.
I kind of want that Sunstorm just because I've always wanted to, like, people are like, I collect Optimus Primes, I collect Megatrons, and I just want to be like, yeah, I collect Sunstorms. Or, like, I collect Beachcombers.
Just buy it. You'll get Ratchet, too. You get a little small Ratchet, too, to go with it.
Oh, I thought you said I could rent it. I got excited about that shit, but then when you said Ratchet.
Let me ask you guys this. Like, what things are that do you want, but the size is what's preventing you from getting it, so to speak?
Oh, I can tell you right now.
Go ahead.
Fucking Omega Supreme. I've got him coming, right? Fans Toys Omega Supreme. And I have no idea. Once he comes...
No, you don't. I don't think you understood the question.
Okay, what's the question?
What things are you interested in, but you're not getting because size is an issue?
I can answer that shit.
Go ahead.
That's my turn. Oh, the NECA Turtles. I want them so bad.
Yeah.
So bad it hurts my soul. In fact, I actually mentioned it to Kit, thinking that maybe one day she'll surprise me by buying a house.
I do that shit too.
No. I'm like, man, I wish we had a bigger place. And she'll be like, hey, I bought a house.
You draw some hints?
Those upcoming Marvel, all the NECA quarter scale stuff that's coming up looks pretty good. Like the Daredevil and the Doctor Strange and that shit. Like, I can probably convince Kit to let me put that Doctor Strange in the living room there because she likes Doctor Strange. But all that shit, like I want this turtle something fucking bad though.
I want that toy wear Debbie.
You should buy him. It's a good figure.
I don't have $450.
You should sell some fucking Hulks.
I'm trying. If somebody buy my Hulks, I'd be halfway there.
That's the same thing, but those NECA quarter scale Avengers, once I saw that fucking 5 foot tall Hulk, once I figured they were scaled, I was like, man, I want those too. But where am I going to put them? And there's like some Hot Toy shit too that I see. I like random shit like what's his name, Marty McFly.
Yeah.
Like just that like one-off shit that like you're not going to like. You buy Star Wars Hot Toys and you're kind of like you're kind of set on a path to the dark side. But you can buy a Marty McFly and it'd be fine, or you could buy a whatever, like a one-off.
Except I feel arguably if you get Marty McFly, you're getting that DeLorean too.
I agree with that. I do agree with that. But I mean,
aren't they sold together?
No.
Oh,
but
like, well, yeah, I guess that's
it is.
Something, but...
Like like Adam has that DeLorean and the Marty, and like I think he's getting the Doc also.
And the Obi-Wan.
And the Obi-Wan G.I. Joe.
I didn't know there was a Doc coming. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Doc is on his way. I think he was concerned they were going to cancel it because like he pre-ordered it, but then so Sideshow is weird. Like if I have like K2SO pre-ordered, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that shit, the payments were supposed to start hitting in October. So like I was like, well, fuck! I just finished paying for Ray, so I had June, July, August, September. So it's a 4-month payment program. I was like, fuck! I can.
It's May, Bobby. May, June, July.
Bird.
Did I say June, July, August?
No. It just sounded because you went immediately from Ray to June, July.
Gotcha. So anyway, like I was like, man, I can go ahead and pre-order this Luke, like old man Luke, and then I can have him paid off by the time K2SO starts, and my budget is still fine. So I went ahead and pre-ordered him, and then like they like sent me this email like in the end of June. They're like, great news, collector. K2SO is going to start payment plan this month. And I'm like, fuck.
I feel like you shouldn't be able to do that. Like, I mean.
I know.
Like
and you can delay it.
Here, I don't know.
You can delay it 1 month. Like, you can go into your account and you can be like, hold payment for 1 month. And then it pushes it back a month. But, like, I don't know.
I think.
So what would you get, Robert?
Well, going back to the original question. Like, I have room in my apartment. The problem is I have an insane 2-year-old and my 8-year-old with her friends. I have to keep my Transformers in my office. Because that's why I decided to just take over this office and put all my Transformers in here, because I would find shit like, little things broken. And I was like, no, okay, it has to be secure. So I've limited space because of that. And it's a blessing and a curse. Because, hey, you don't have much room. But it also gives you that restraint. You have to really ask yourself, is this figure worth the space that's limited? And you have to, and there's a sacrifice made, because maybe you have to get rid of something to make room for it, or your display has to change up because of it. Like I need to get like 3 shelves to put on my walls to make room to make everything that I have now comfortable. Like I'm so behind the 8 ball with that shit. And then Justin's box came. I was like, fuck!
It's your box.
Yeah, you were bitching about you didn't get your stuff back, and now you were bitching because you got it.
I know.
I was so happy that I wasn't getting it.
Asshole.
Got it.
I want Pandanus too, but that's a big fella.
But like Bobby has, you have your shelves split up by season, right?
Yes.
I just don't have the space to do that. So all my Autobots are just like fucking as spaced apart as they can be, but they're on one shelf, and I don't like it, but it's frustrating. Well, they're not all on one shelf. That's impossible.
I have a new view on that. I'll share with you later regarding your Masterpiece collection and spacing it. It doesn't have to be by season.
No, I don't think so.
No, of course not.
I have like the pre-movie stuff on a shelf, and I have the movie stuff on a shelf, and then I have like the Headmasters on their shelf. But I mean, I find myself having, it's weird. I have like a couple shelves of Misfits that I love. Like I have a shelf with 2 Galvatrons, 2 Shockwaves, fucking 2 Megatrons. 3 Galvatrons. So it's like I don't want to get rid of any of them. But I really have nowhere to. So it's like I was like, let me go with the flow, and I'll just have a bad guy boss shelf. But it's real estate's a premium. So, but
breaking news.
If somebody's if you're just getting into this expensive,
did you hear him say "damn" in the background like he's grossed himself out?
Shat his pants, dude. You gotta take a little Clorox wipe to your beanbag chair, man.
I don't have a fucking beanbag chair.
Dude,
Like,
yes, you do.
You don't have one of those like, yeah, you know those '80s, '90s style like team. Like, what's your team? The Razorcocks or whatever.
Washington
you don't have
Redskins.
No, your college team.
Razorbacks, you schmuck.
It can never be a professional team. It has to be your college team on a beanbag chair, and you've had to have had that shit since college. It should be like pulling apart, like there. It should be wear and tear. Like you should be able to see the beans in between the
I'm
material.
gonna wear and tear Bobby B's beanbag.
Boy.
Does that mean you're going to ride his dick?
That's what it sounds like.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Hey,
I'm
whatever.
gonna pounce on Bob's beanbag.
Hey, I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there before everybody else is. So I might have first crack at him.
I'm at a crisis point. I really am. I'm at a crisis point with my displays because I don't have room for the fucking Toy World Superion. I don't have room for Omega Supreme.
That's Zeta Toys, not Toys.
Hey, can I give you a tip?
Yes.
Just
know
a
how
tip.
if you put your 5 Fans Toys Dinobots on the shelf, you know how you have just enough room for, say, Ratchet and Wheeljack?
I'll take a picture right now. My phone wasn't dead.
And you can kind of go that way. You make room. That's how I'm making room.
That's what I did. I'm there already.
Oh,
You
damn.
can squeeze some mini bots in there. You can squeeze in a couple little things in there once in a while.
Buy another house.
Yeah.
Tell your daughter she can have her friends over.
I gotta figure something out. I gotta rearrange. If I was Bobby, this shit would have been dealt with already.
Oh yeah, you would have a new room
What
and
you
a
need to do,
room.
just go buy a rent a public storage place and turn it into your little display area.
My podcast in there.
Yeah. Hey, Justin, any pieces that are too big for you? So to speak?
None.
Well, I kind of mitigate that. Like, okay, so like the things like the combiners, like the Toy World Devastator and stuff. Like, I just, I convince myself that I'm happy. Well, I don't convince myself, put it that way, but
I'm not happy. Okay.
The thing is like, like I like that Toy World Devastator. I think he looks awesome, but I don't feel like buying another Devastator, and I certainly don't feel like replacing like my favorite combiners, like the Pharaoh Rex and the Warbitron Bruticus and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't want to go into a whole new.
Bruticus?
I mean, I don't really like Uranus, but whatever. It serves its purpose.
You said you liked it that night.
That's why I threw it. That's why I threw that in there.
No,
so I'm sure Generation Toy or Transformation will take a stab at him.
Yeah, exactly. And so, like, like I don't want to go out of the whole scale. So I kind of look towards the other things that kind of dissuade me from getting in on certain things. And other things like Omega Supreme, like I look around my shelves and go, okay, like what can I get rid of to pick this guy up? And in this case, like it was super easy. I got rid of the Make Toys Armageddon set and that Year of the Snake Omega Supreme. And there's a big spot on the shelf ready, right between that Takara Fortress Maximus and the Hasbro Metroplex to sit that Omega Supreme, and he'll look great.
Right.
So, but I mean that's what it really takes is getting rid of other things, and then, unfortunately some things like the original G1 Fort Max, like he's just packed away in a closet. But yeah, I mean I'm not getting every huge thing that's out there because there is a space thing, and you just have to look at it that way. And a lot of times these things that are huge that take up a lot of space, like they're big hits on your wallet too, and it's easy to kind of like, yeah, I don't really like it that much. So
I want to get. There's a lot of 1/4 scale statues I would love to have. Specifically, the Evil Lyn. I think that's a sideshow statue, but like I would love that, but I just don't have the space, and not only do I not have the space, but I don't have the furniture that it would require to display something like that.
Wait, is that the one they've been showing? Is that the one they showed this weekend?
Yeah, they're re-releasing it. They had like one like that was stylized, and they're re-releasing it, I think, in Toon colors.
I think you need to put a beanbag chair in a display case.
He got you, Bobby.
How about that?
What do you say, Greg?
Yeah, I was just trying to. Actually, sorry, I got sidetracked. I was trying to think of a throw Matt in a zoo joke after that one.
That's not nice.
Yeah, I like the one that was like I think it wasn't cartoon toned. It was human toned. I just saw it in slides. Like I was going through slides of.
Yeah, they have the Evil Lyn, Skeletor, and He-Man. Like and like I would only get the Evil Lyn, I think, but god damn, like that's a fucking beautiful piece.
Man, I got my hoop stash this week. For Christmas, Kit wanted to buy me something for Christmas, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get back into He-Man, and because the Super 7's doing like these big like drops of like they're doing the major characters, like the classics or ultimates or whatever, and I'm like, man, I want to get these, and I ordered them as my Christmas present, and then I immediately was like, man, I don't want to spend this money on this, so I canceled them. But Super 7's been giving me shipping emails like ever since, like shipping's almost ready, order's almost ready to go, and I was like, oh, they refunded me, but they're gonna fuck up and send me the toys anyway, and I haven't gotten the tracking number, so I guess that fuck up only applies to the general emails.
Our next one was an email from. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, buddy. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's he's got a pen name at the bottom.
Oh, okay. Let me see here. Oh, Parallax.
Yeah, this is that multi-tiered. This is that ambitious fucking email.
Yeah, let me see here. So he says, hello to the crew of masterpieces that everyone is trying to oversize and knock off. I have a combiner's worth of questions that I will try to keep short. Let's do this round robin. Is anyone as disappointed as me that G Creations didn't keep up with what they started and continue with combiner teams, that they were never combiners, i.e. seekers? They could have made a combiner out of Soundwave tapes, etc. Justin.
No.
Robert.
I don't understand the question.
Are you disappointed that G Creations didn't keep up with making combiners out of things that didn't historically combine?
Just like based on the Dinobots? Just because of that?
Yeah.
So, who gives a fuck?
Okay. Greg?
No, and I do want to add that the Dinobots do have a precedent just because of Club Fiction, I think.
And Matt?
I don't understand the question. I mean, no.
I don't think they made enough money in the first instance to justify just let's make combiners out of everything. Combiner Wars 3P.
I wasn't disappointed either. 2, is anyone beside me interested in maybe a third-party company tackling on all Fembots line, female versions of Optimus Prime and Megatron? Robert.
Yeah, baby. I'm down for that.
Justin.
Yeah, baby.
I think Robert is down for that.
Greg?
Yeah, I don't know about this, man. This is definitely gonna spark some controversy. But yeah, I don't know if this is something I need in my life. I think I would be happier with like a company I like Takara or Phoenix Toys making Fembots and just calling it a day.
Right, Matt.
It's just me though.
I mean, I would, but I think it would get over sexualized. So be a bunch of horny kids.
That's a good point.
I'm only going to buy the shit if it is over-sexualized, but I'm not interested in any of that shit anyway. I just I don't like Marvel Comics enough, I guess, where I need all my characters made into female characters. 3, this one is for Bobby Nitro Zeus Face. Can you elaborate just a tad more on your KO stance? Because you mentioned the one-for-one knockoff, but never tackled the oversized category knockoff companies filling the gap, et cetera, et cetera. How do you view oversized? I buy KOMP. Why wasn't Robert D a part of the KO discussion? Robert D was a part of it. I just contacted him off camera, and MPP10 will blow your mind. So your answer to your question is in the question itself. You said you didn't tackle the oversized category knockoff, and in the video I say, when is it okay to buy a knockoff? And then I say never. So I view it the exact same way. Everybody's asked that question. I guess I didn't make that as clear as I thought I did.
I think they're trying to trick bag you.
But yeah, no, I still put it in the same category. And even though MPP10 may blow my mind, once again, as I say in the video, it's not about quality. 4, very ambitious project. Technically, combiners are triple changers. Could you ever see Blitzwing Astrotrain limbs where every limb and torso is made up of actual triple changers? Ooh. Not only that, but you can alternate limbs from each mode. I know, total insanity. I need to relax.
I can triple R them real quick.
Okay.
If you want. If every limb was made up of triple changer characters, they would technically be quad changers. So your question's invalid.
Quad City DJs? Or someone ride that train?
Once again, this is something that just has no interest to me. Robert?
It's too Hasbro gimmicky for me, you know? I mean, no offense. If you're interested in it, that's cool, but I'm not interested in it.
Matt?
I'm not interested. No.
Justin?
No, and I'll throw the caveat that a lot of times triple changers, like one of the modes, if not both, suffer. And so to add an arm to that, like, you're just... I don't think you can actually make them look proper.
And then lastly... go ahead.
What I just want to add, if they could be Headmaster Fluid, I would probably be into it, but they won't, so I'm not.
Lastly, he said, here's the most insane. Since a combiner is multiple bots with individual alt modes, could we ever see a combiner whose combine mode also features one giant alt mode?
Isn't there something that's done that before though? Like I feel like there is.
What was
like
the last
Diaclone.
Imagine a combiner, but instead of a giant robot mode, it's a giant alt mode.
That's very
Justin,
Diaclone.
hasn't there been something? Well, that is Diaclone, like Powered Convoy, or not Powered Convoy, but
the Dia
like
Battles.
all that shit. Yeah, well, Dia Battles, and then what's that one they just put out?
Diabetes.
Yeah, like Diabetes, like that's a Diaclone thing, and I feel like there was something else in Japanese toys that has been a giant alt mode as well.
I don't know off the top of my head.
Yeah, it doesn't really, like, I feel like for me the alt modes really aren't. It's very rare that the alt modes are important to me in general. Like I like this stuff because I like the characters and I like how the characters felt to me as a kid, and very few of those do I feel like come through in their alt modes. Like I feel like Optimus Prime comes through in his alt mode. Like there's still characterization there. The Constructicons for some reason I put in there. Most of the beasts, of course.
Well, I think the Constructicons is mostly because they're construction vehicles, and you don't really necessarily get that from just the robot modes, you know?
Maybe. I think it's also because I know this sounds silly, but I think it's also because like the first time you see them, they're in construction mode, like they're in vehicle mode, and I think that resonated with me for some reason.
You know, also, I mean, I just think to bother to have like robots that have alt modes that combine into a combiner, and then to have the combiner transform into its own alt mode, it just, I think.
Well, he's not saying that though.
I thought that's what he was saying. That the combined mode.
Oh, I guess maybe he is. Could we ever see a combiner whose combined mode also features one giant alt mode? I guess he could be saying that.
Like that's what I was thinking. I mean, whether it's the parts, you know, could be it transforms itself, or
I think most of the time it's going to end up being like, and it's a base. Yeah, it's got the legs standing straight up and the arms are out to the side.
It's just, you know, the mode would you'd be sacrificed. I mean, at least the way technology or engineering is now that's used, it would be either too expensive, or even if it was expensive, it still wouldn't look right. And then the other more important mode, like I think combined mode, the combined robot mode, would suffer for it.
I think what you'll end up seeing, if it happened to be a lot like the Megazord for Power Rangers, which had everything was combined and made in alt mode, which was pretty much the Megazord sitting down without its head, and they called it like assault mode or something like that. Like, I don't know. But
he also says, I'm sorry, go ahead, Justin.
I was just gonna say my answer to this question is like, you know, like if it was interesting, you know, me of a couple of years, probably a couple of years ago, would have been like, yeah, I'd check it out. But like anymore, like if it's not drawn to a character I'm interested in, I'm probably not checking it out.
So he says, closes with, thank you so much for the weekly entertainment and keep up the fantastic work. P.S. Justin, we need to hear your voice and opinion more. I totally agree with that. I know we shot down like every question you asked, but I totally agree with you on needing to hear Justin.
Yeah, no, thanks for the question. We didn't shoot him down.
All right, relax, Robert. I'm making a joke.
We didn't Bobby Skullface the guy.
Oh, for Christ's sake. So I wanted to get back to the MP Collector question from last week that we said we would answer. I just want to make a statement that MP Collector has been asking a question every week for over a year now.
That's dedication.
I agree.
Thank you very much, MP Collector.
So he says, we'll close with this because we wanted to have this discussion last week. He says, were any of you guys surprised to see Wei Jiang featured in the third-party panel at TFCon last weekend? I had always viewed them as more of a high-quality knockoff outfit and not so much as a third-party company in the spirit of an MMC or Fans Toys. Fans Toys! Wei Jiang has long teased an original design for an oversized MP Megatron, but I didn't realize that was the start of a trend. At TFCon, they showed images of their original design for an Omega Supreme. Should we view this as Wei Jiang going all in on third-party scene? If yes, are they automatically a top-tier third-party company based on the quality of their oversized KOs in the past? Go ahead, Greg. I know the avenue you're getting ready to take. So get that information out of the way before we start this conversation.
So just regarding their presence at TFCon, that was not Wei Jiang. Someone submitted for some reason. Someone not only got a hold of concepts they were working on, but they took it upon themselves to submit it to TFCon for the panel. And from what Wei Jiang has said, and I've seen various text messages or Facebook messages and emails, and they released a statement as well, like a quote-unquote official statement to back it up. Matt, we don't need to know every time you go to the bathroom. It's making my computer beep, that's all.
It's like, I gotta take a shit, fellas.
They did
not.
Send,
my mom, thank you. Fuck you.
They did not. Well, it doesn't matter what you're doing. You still make my computer beep. They did not release that information themselves. That means that there was someone else who took it upon themselves to release early concepts of shit that wasn't ready yet, which is weird. Now he's doing it just to be a jerk.
But you wasn't being a jerk the first time? All right.
Yeah, when I heard you beating the table, I knew you were about to fucking do something in retaliation. But yeah, they didn't want this information out there, and someone put it out. So like, I don't know what the fuck's up with that shit. But anyway, China's fucking popping off right now.
Oh,
those motherfuckers are acting fucking crazy. Man, did you just have a heart attack?
I think what's more interesting is from that we heard from people that were there, boots on the ground, so to speak, is that the amount of knockoff presence that was at dealer tables, like it was supposedly the heaviest that we've ever heard being sold. Like it was inundated, and that
being sold or being displayed.
Yes.
Okay.
That along with the other question being that, like, if they start doing original molds, like if that does start happening, then I will consider, like me personally, I'll consider that a third party piece, and if that ends up being a quality piece, then I'll consider that to be a high quality third party product. But like, like we've seen and heard, like, and Greg has talked about like this Megatron having a Frankenstein monster element to it, and dude, what confirmation do you have on that?
They said it.
Okay.
See, what I read was that I read it somewhere where they said this is an original design.
They said it was they said it was based on elements from other ones. Like it's an original design in that, like, it's an original. I mean, it's technically an original, and like in third-party terms, it's 70% different than the other one, so it's technically not a knockoff.
Yeah, but what's really weird, and I'm gonna get it in my hands. I'll see for myself when I do. But these Megatron, these MP Megatrons, these MP style Megatrons that have come out, including the official, the engineering is so. It's like the engineering is so complicated on each of them. It's weird to me. I don't see how you can Frankenstein it and still have unique things like.
Well, that's what he's saying. He's saying that it's not a third party Frankenstein monster in the sense that it's engineering from this and engineering from that and engineering from that. He's saying that the inspiration and kind of like, look, like we like the way that the legs look on this one and the way that the chest looks on this one, but engineering wise, it's original, is what Greg is just saying.
And arguably, I would say the engineering on the Make Toys one, for example, is actually, compared to the other three options for your Megatron needs, I would say the Make Toys is actually the most simple.
I would agree.
In fact, I even think it takes elements from. It takes cues from the original Masterpiece Megatron, A little bit. The way some parts move, which the poly-end does as well. But anyway.
Yeah, I mean, the only way I can see that being the case is just aesthetics. They were like, they liked the way the shell looked on each part because
I think that's what he just said, and then what I just reiterated.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, because if you look at
no, you know what? Let's say it again. Let's say it again. Go ahead.
Shh. If you look at the Wei Zhang Megatron from all angles, it does not sport the kibble that any of the other ones do. Like side view, back view, none of it's the same.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why. Just because it looks like Megatron, it's a knockoff. I mean, because you can't have the feet collapse the way the X9 does, and still have the feet and internal workings become the stock. Like there's just, I mean, whatever. I'll see when I get it, I guess.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think it's a knockoff either. Go ahead, Justin.
The thing is, though, I think Wei Zhang has built their name on being knockoff, so automatically you're going to assume, at least at this point, anything they're putting out is knocked off in some way, shape, or form. It could be an improved knockoff. I mean, MPP-10, supposedly mind-blowing, and it's a good figure, but, I mean, at its core, it's still MP-10, right? Even if things have been improved. And so, I mean, Megatron could be completely original, and I don't know if he is or not. We won't know until it's actually released. If it's borrowing from anything or if it's completely original. But to kind of go to MP Collector's question, if Wei Zhang is making their own original designs at this point, I can't just say they're a top-tier company. Their knockoffs may be awesome, but, at the same time, you spent nothing in the actual engineering, So when it comes to, making your own version of, say, Starscream, and you have to engineer how that thing transforms and make sure everything works, maybe we're going to see a sacrifice in their quality and stuff like that. So, just the fact that they're making a top tier or making an original piece, you can't label them top tier until they put it out.
Agree.
I would liken Wei Zhang if they did do that. They remind me a lot of not the same way, but in some ways.
Shout out to Lycans. Go ahead.
Wait.
They're like Perfect Effect in a way. They do fucking KOs, like the Toy World stuff, the movie stuff.
What is Perfect Effect KO?
No, they don't. I'm not saying they're the same.
Oh.
But they remind me of them, like how Perfect Effect do add-on kits for Hasbro and Takara.
They remind me of Fans Toys, how they put out action figures. So yeah, I see where you're coming from there, Robert, and that leads me to what I wanted to say. The reason that there is such a presence of knockoff products there, and this burgeoning knockoff fucking market coming up is from people like Robert, who like to justify their knockoffs as fourth party or some sort of a third party, and that's why it's kind of slipping in there. They're like, oh, people want this shit, and that's going to end up biting people in the ass.
I agree.
I don't buy any KOs of third party stuff. And I don't buy KOs in general.
I've seen multiple people. Yes, you do. And I've seen.
I have one more KO than Bobby does.
I've seen multiple people try to justify MPP-10 as an original design because of an extra fucking leg vent.
No, that's
the
it's
vents.
Still just say MPP-10 is an original design. It's not an original design.
You can the people who think that can fucking drink bleach, because that's just fucking retarded. That's the kind of shit we don't need the next generation. Yes, Matt.
Drink bleach? Goddamn. Robert, I'm going to need you to paste my face on a beanbag for the backdrop this week.
It's like fucking Robert a la carte. That's my fucking middle name.
And
I hate fucking knockoffs.
Also, make sure you have Matt's bean showing through the material, because that was discussed too.
I only have one more knockoff than Matt does.
I bought a couple of knockoffs. Because you send them to him. I bought a couple of knockoffs to check them out. I don't own them anymore. Well, except for the BB7 Seekers, which are a legitimate improvement in tolerances.
Here we go, Hypocritatron.
Oh, I'm not being a hypocrite, but I call a spade a spade.
Okay,
you got more knockoffs than any of us.
So I am someone who owns a couple knockoffs. I've been treasonous in Japan for a while.
Dragon Ball Z knockoff, motherfucker.
But you don't.
I got rid of those, Robert.
But you don't call them third party, though, do you? You don't call them third party or try to paint it as something it's not.
No, and the reason I own knockoffs in a lot of cases is, for example, MP10. I had a Japanese MP10. It broke because one of the panels was riveted in and it just snapped at the actual swivel joint just from transforming it back and forth. So I sold that one. I got a new Japanese MP10 that stays minty fresh, and then I have the knockoff one just so I can mess around with it. You know, same goes for the little tiny MP10. But I've also supported Takara like 3 times on that mold, the Hasbro and then 2 Japanese ones at this point. I do own a couple G1 knockoffs just because, you know, if I have a set of Dinobots, I want a swoop that has his beak. So I got that, you know. But, like, typically I'm not going out of my way to pick up knockoffs, and I certainly am not trying to justify them as, you know.
It's got more knockoffs than everyone.
I do.
I know.
I probably do.
Got more excuses than everybody, too.
Robert,
Jesus.
Real quick.
I don't have excuses. I'm just saying that I'm not trying to justify them as third party or, like, some... Like, okay, going back to our previous question, like, MPP10, like, he's cool, but he's not mind-blowing, you know? Like, there's nothing mind-blowing about it. MP10 was mind-blowing for what it was when it came out, and MPP10 didn't make me go like, oh my god, working windshield wipers, you know?
Yeah, but I love the fact that his fucking finger doesn't fly off. I love the fact that his
proportions
Robert, are better.
That's
it just
better,
improved. I'm not arguing that it's a
does
unique
it blow
design.
your mind? I mean, like, that's the thing. Like, you know, some people...
Is that the standard? Does it have to blow my mind?
Well, I'm just going back by the previous question. And
Did they not steal the mold? They fucking stole the mold. They're unoriginal. They don't do anything. They steal fucking shit from people, and they fucking try to pawn it off as fucking new shit.
Shut up and shove that yellow Ultramarine or something.
That was a gift. I've never bought a knockoff that I knew about it. I've never bought one, and when I did, it fucking flew off the shelf somehow. All I have one is I have a yellow Ultra Magnus because someone bought it for me. Thank you very much.
You got 2. You got an ID Seeker too.
I just want to say, Robert, while you were doing all that biz, I left you a negative review on lawyer.com for being a lawyer who doesn't know the difference between truth and a lie.
That's a good lawyer.
So how can you trust him with your personal injury case? Anyway, I'm sorry. That's all I want to say.
I think
we could talk all night about this shit.
There's
I mean,
a difference between, in my opinion, like what Wei Jiang does is in terms of like what they did with the M1 Commander and MPP10. They're not copying MP10 and selling it. Say, here's a cheaper version of MP10. They're like, hey, do you want this oversized version that has some improvements? You don't have to buy it, but it certainly didn't take any money out of Takara's pocket.
Except it does if someone didn't buy MP10 as a result.
Yeah. So just because they upsize it, they're still fucking stealing the mold. It's Optimus fucking Prime.
Yeah, and
everyone knows that.
It like so. Robert, wait. So you previously said like you liken Wei Jiang to the Perfect Effect stuff, which is like they make these things that make your combiners better or whatever, but the Perfect Effect stuff, you still have to buy the Hasbro combiner. Perfect Effect's not like, hey, here's the Hasbro combiner, you know, upscaled with better parts so it holds together or looks better, you know, like it's not the same thing.
And
I didn't
arguably,
say it was the same thing. I wasn't saying it was the same thing. I was just saying it makes me think of that.
I could arguably liken the BB7 Seekers to Perfect Effect because I had to buy the official product to know I needed them.
You know, but here's
get it? Because they're better than the... Okay, never mind.
If you're going to go out, I don't know. It's weird because if you're going to go out and say, you know what? I like that giant MPP10 more than MP10. I don't care that it doesn't scale with anything else. That's my Optimus. You know, I don't know. I don't know if I have a problem with that because it's really nice. And that's a hard place to be in because it also, that goes against the grain for me. Maybe it's just because I feel like, you know, fuck the big dog. You know, I know with the third party stuff, I really hate any of the knockoffs of that stuff.
So you're wanting to knock off Takara? I mean, so you're saying that if Takara falls, which is not going to, but I mean,
they're not gonna. But the thing is, I'm not okay with knockoffs, just straight up knockoffs of any of this.
So basically, what you're saying is you wouldn't steal You wouldn't steal $5 from your buddy, but you'd sneak $5 from your mom's purse here and there because you know she's got the money.
Well, maybe it is what I do for a living. I'm very much like Robin Hood. I steal from the rich and give to the poor.
And you steal from the rich.
So you're saying it's okay that they do something with the car and everything because they're the big dogs, but they do raise prices and eventually it will fucking hit them, and it has hit them. They've done lower.
Quality's gone down. They've fucking dug their own grave. Hasbro did at least.
Have they? Why do you think these companies do that though, Robert? Like, why do you think they maybe they cheap up a little bit and raise their prices to stay competitive? Like, why would you think that was? Would you say there's a correlation between the two circumstances between knockoffs and official products?
I think there's a difference between like pirated, like Takasa Tony, fucking Bobby's. What do you call it? What's your yellow Tiger Tracks? That thing. Versus MPP-10. I don't see them as the same crime.
Well,
they're not the same crime, but they're both punishable.
But don't we all have dirty hands then? Where do you draw the line?
Just because everybody has dirty hands don't mean to make it right.
I'm not saying that my purchase of Tiger Tracks was right.
But the thing is, okay, so MPP-10, is that offensive? It's not in the same. You think it's close? MPP-10 is closer.
I don't think any of it is offensive. I'm not sitting here offended that it happened. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so. What was it? No. I'm sorry. I forgot your go-to argument. So what? But like I don't think it doesn't offend me. It's just that I think it is a problem. I think it is a symptom of the problem.
Yeah, look, honestly, I don't know what it is about it. I still am trying to wrap my head around it. But like Wei Jiang's stuff, I don't put it, and I'm not saying I don't want a blanket statement because I don't own all of Wei Jiang's stuff, but the stuff I do own from them, I don't see it as the same thing as buying like that fucking oversized Feral Rex, which is, even though it's bigger, it's lesser. Or the oversized Bruticus. They're giving, just because they're making it bigger, it's not the same thing.
I just can't see how you can support them knocking off fucking Takara, but you won't support them knocking off third party. That makes no sense.
I don't think they're flat out knocking off. I don't think they're flat out knocking it off. That's why they're. Look, like I was saying, hold on, like what I was saying, like I said this in the past, but like if Wei Jiang just provided a bunch of replacement parts and stickers and said apply these to MP10, that's not a knockoff. They just improved it for you. They gave you leg extensions. They gave you stickers to put where they would have put paint. That's I think what they're doing. I know the argument is, if you would make the argument is, well, you'd have to buy the original to do that. And that's a fair argument.
That's not an argument. It's not a fair argument. It's the absolute truth fact. You would have to buy the original toy to add upgrades to it. But hey, whatever.
How many people do you know bought MPP-10 instead of MP10?
Well, I don't know a lot of criminals, so I couldn't tell you.
But, I've seen lots of people buying the oversized Feral Rex, and it pisses me off because that's money out of MMC's pocket. Because they're like, I'll never be able to afford Feral Rex. Meanwhile, you could have if you saved up.
Well, here's an argument that for a while, like I felt like people weren't making enough. And once again, shout out to Spence, like one of his Spence on TFW, one of his posts on it might be Spence on Fans Project on Facebook. I'm not big on the last two letters of people's names anyway. He said that some of these third-party companies, like, it's creating this market where some of the more unscrupulous and underhanded folk are taking to knocking off competitors and just getting knockoffs in general because they can grab, as he put it, the lowest hanging fruit, which is a knockoff, which is true, in order to turn a profit with minimal work. And like within this like amateur toy scene as it is over there. And what people, and here's the thing I say, and that people like, I don't think I don't see other people saying it as much, so I don't think they grasp it. If they do, they should say it. But the same people that are knocking off Takara stuff, they're knocking off the third party stuff too. Like the same factories, the same people that are paying for it. Like, there's not just a split line. Like, I'm just gonna knock off Takara. I'm just gonna knock off third party. Like, they're doing the same fucking thing. Like, they're doing, and you can tell like similarities in the plastics. And people get like, oh, this MPP-10 feels like XXX company. And like, do you think that's a coincidence? It's not.
I agree.
So, like, even if you're like, well, I'll buy this because it's not going to hurt Takara, they're not going under anytime soon. But you might be hurting.
It hurts them. It hurts them somewhere. I mean, it may not be. You know, it may not be
hurting. Yeah.
I mean, I don't see where people think that. You know, that it's got to hurt them somewhere. I mean, you know.
Point, Greg.
And I have those Seekers. I have those BB7 Seekers. And we 99% know who's behind BB7. And we know that they're into some
toys.
Yeah, no, not fans toys. And they're into some other shady shit apparently. But at the same time, I still bought every one of the officials and sold them. And that's another thing too, because companies don't make their money from us necessarily. At least the first go round, they make their money from the retailers.
No, they make the money from schoolers.
You know,
the retailers sell the product, or the companies sell the products to the retailers, like Big Bad Toy Store and DK73 Toys on Facebook, and then they've already made their money, and then we buy them from the retailer. And then what happens is if there's knockoffs available and things like that, like the company's still making their money to a certain extent, but the retailer is going to start ordering less, and that's when it starts hurting the main companies.
Yeah.
Like if you're like, well, I only sold 10 of my Cuppolas because there's a $60 knockoff out there, and I ordered 20. The next go around, you're going to be like, well, I'm just going to order 10 just to be on the safe side, and that's when it starts hurting the retailer. So like the first time around, they do make their money.
I just want to say one thing, to be honest. I don't really like this. I mean, me personally saying that, you know, since I bought so much from Takara that I can buy a knockoff, you know, just because just to justify it, I don't like that saying very much. But, you know, whatever, that's just me. You know, I think that if you don't want to buy knockoffs, you shouldn't buy knockoffs. If you're gonna, you know, buy, you know, Takara and all that stuff, even if you've bought, you know, several, like if you have a collection like mine, I still don't want to buy a knockoff. I don't care, you know.
I think you make a great point there, Greg. Like, you might be supporting them regardless of which one you're buying. And you know what's funny though? Like, take that to the next. You know, there's another layer to that. Like
a 7-layer dip or something.
No, you've got third-party companies, like you just said. I forget. Greg said it. Justin said it.
Yeah.
I forget who said it.
That are
like,
doing the knockoffs.
They're doing it to each other.
Yeah.
You know, like so. You know, it's just a product that shouldn't be entertained.
And we, you know, like I said, we have almost like 99.9% proof based on everything we've kind of learned
about the Toy World shit.
Yeah,
it's not true.
The BB7's that related to people involved with iGear.
Well, I know there's a guy who just recently left Toy World, and he contacted me, and he was like, you know, like there's a number of shit that's going on over there. I feel this way about this. I feel this way about this. But let me clear something up. We have nothing to do with PP7. He was like, and actually, PP7 seekers have hurt our seekers.
What are his initials? Or do you want to message me them?
It's a
Chinese character.
Yeah, it's characters.
Oh.
What are his initials?
Yeah, I'm like, I'll draw. I need a stylist.
Does it look like a summer house, a winter house?
Can you see Starscream's face in it?
You call it bird cages?
Yeah, bird cages.
No, but you know,
Bobby, look at the G2 chat.
You make a very good point. It's like, hey, you know what? Maybe even if it is an improvement or not, don't entertain it, because ultimately it'll affect the original pieces of third-party stuff.
Check out them thumbs, Mac.
Dude, what do you be googling, man?
Oh, something weird.
Let's wrap this up.
Wrapping it up like a fucking condom.
Got some Robert text, Bobby.
Oh yeah. I do have a few Robert texts.
Wait, Greg, can I tell Greg the joke I told you earlier today?
Sure. It's not.
What about juice?
Sure.
Knock knock.
Matt, there's someone at your door.
Knock, Greg, knock knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting doctor.
If you stick your finger up my ass, I swear to God, interrupting Doctor Who.
You have cancer. Sorry.
Oh,
he had to he had to do it twice to me because, like, you know, the interrupting cow shit. Like, I get that kind of questions from my kids all the time. So he was like, knock, knock, who's there? And he said, interrupting doctor. I said, interrupting doctor who?
No, you went. You took a deep breath,
and he couldn't get it out in time.
You took a deep breath, and you were ready to. I was like, this motherfucker's gonna answer as quick as he can. I know it, and he did. So I hung up on it.
So was that a fourth party joke there, Robert?
Yeah, it was.
Is that what you would call that?
Look, all right, so this one does start off with a bang. Robert said. So last week when I got off, I said seizures as like I have a really bad joke about it. I'll tell you these guys after I get off the air. And if you're at TFCon, come in, I'll tell you about it in person. Just remind me about the seizures joke. So I said seizures instead of see ya. And then Robert said, Matt was like, what did he say? I said, he said seizures. Matt was like, what does that mean? I said, see you, seizures. I was like, he must have recently heard it and adopted it. Hey, Matt, let's kill the joke and say seizures every time we say goodbye. Matt was like, nah, I'm okay. He can keep that.
That's awesome, Matt.
And then he said, guess I'll go it alone.
Guess I'll go it alone.
And he said, I'm in the car listening to the radio. A fucking Dunkirk ad comes on the radio. Not anything movie sounding. Literally a pre-recorded bit of some asshole saying when 400,000 men couldn't come home, home came to them. Dunkirk. I'm like, fuck you.
I don't even like the real shit.
Then I open YouTube and this is what pops up, and there's a picture of Dunkirk. I said, dude, mine was the same. Because mine was on my YouTube feed that day as well. And he says, I feel like if I order some toast at the deli, it's going to say Dunkirk. Hey, look, that pilot is wearing that Generation Toys Optimus Primal hat. And then he said, hey, what's up? I said, can you take a phone call? He said, in a bit. He said, say hi to your... And then randomly on Friday, this is a different day, he says, say hi to your penis for me. So I asked him if he could make a like a little like Ghostbusters line through the KO to use as promotion for the KO video, and he was like, "Sure, give me an hour or whatever." So anyway, I just ended up doing it myself because he was taking too long, and so I just sent him a text that said disregard, and he said, "You dick," and then he says. And then he says, you know how long this took me? And he sends me this picture, and it's just like KO written with a stylus with like a red circle around it and a line through it. Funny as shit. And he said, why'd the chicken cross the road? Come on, humor me. I said, why? He said, to see the village idiot. Knock, knock. I said, knock, knock. Knock, knock. I said, who's there? He said, the chicken. I said, the chicken who? He said, I guess you didn't get the joke. So look, now, truth be told, I didn't read all those other texts that he sent. Sometimes I just do that shit with Robert. I'm just like, I'll just address the most recent thing.
That's nice to know, Bobby.
It depends. Like when I open up, and it's like, you know, knock, 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 knock. I just got sidetracked by the knock, knock shit. So I said, oh, I didn't read the other bit. That is funny. And then he said, knock, knock again. I said, who's there? He said, Grandpa. I said, Grandpa who? He said, oh shit, hurry up, open the coffin, which I don't even get.
Because Grandpa was in the coffin.
Right, but why is he not? Why do I hear it?
Because he's still alive.
Yeah, but why do I hear it?
Because he's knocking on the coffin saying, let me out.
Right, but are we at the funeral?
I don't know. You're at a wake.
What's Bobby's motivation here?
I just feel like I need to.
Why is he at the funeral?
Your motivation should be to get your grandpa out and not worry about some fucking circumstance.
So then I sent an ellipses, and then he sent me a picture of an ellipses. Hold on, wait. So wait, I sent an ellipses, and then he sends back a picture of an eclipse, but it's Mac's face over top of the moon.
Fuck up, man.
So then he said, what's up, bubby? I'm watching Wonder Woman with Scarlet, because I tried to call him. He said, no. I said, no worries. Hit me up after. He said, what's up? I said, Motormaster Talk. And he sends me a picture with a guy blowing puke out of his nose and mouth.
Hey, Bobby, just real quick. Do you remember that Smashing Pumpkins video?
Tonight?
Yeah, the Tonight's Tonight video with with the stage, like the old 1930s silent film style.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, now picture Matt's face over that movie.
I need that for the backdrop this week.
He said, "Hey Bobby, you got the box." Actually, I could just use this one, Robert, with Matt's ellipses face. He said, "Hey Bobby, you got the box, yes?" And I said, "I don't know." I laugh out loud. He always does that. Like if he sends me something, like that.
Oh yeah, he fucking does that shit all day. He asks, "Are you home?"
So they said, "You at work? Too bad." And I said, "No, I'm here. I'm just editing." So then I went upstairs and I checked. I said, "It had arrived." And he said, "Hey Bobby, did you open it yet?" And I said, "Yes, LOL. Did you open the envelope from your best friend?" I said, "Yes." And then he said, "Are you an angel?" And I said, "I know." And that was it.
You can't really share it.
I can't really share it. I do talk about it a bit in the video, though. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You show it?
Oh, no.
Oh. Why can't you show it?
It's a cardboard cutout of his BFF in an envelope.
Oh. That was a great show. Everybody, go down there and subscribe, do all that good liking and everything, get us out there.
Yeah.
We are liking. All of us are gonna be at TFCon in about 2 months. So come by and say hi.
Yeah.
All that good stuff. Hi. Get us some shrimp or something. Take us out and get some shrimp.
Did you lose your fucking mask?
No, man. I have 3. I've just been.
Keep using the ill-fitting one, really?
I guess so, dude. That's the one that keeps getting
dude.
So like the first time I used it and took it off, I put it in my pocket. I mean, I keep all my masks in my robe pocket. So when I put the robe on and I reach my hand in, I grab the one usually that's on top. So it goes through cycles.
What about the bottom one?
Someone should try to snatch your mask from your pocket and ransom it.
Yeah, we got a bunch of good stuff coming up for everybody, and we thank y'all. Everybody, big shout out.
We have some exciting things on the horizon.
Some neato stuff. Friendship is neato. Anyways, good night, folks.
Oh my God! It sounds like the theme.
What show is this?
Shoutouts to Cool Table Network, ROC, Edges Around, Toy Detox, Plastic Fanatics, Spirit Bolters, Nerd Rage Radio, and Wigs.
And my personal favorite, the well-established Gentleman's Show, Stasis Lock.
At Real Robot, at Fear Corpse.
I am Ratchet.
Third Party TF Crashers, and Open Your Toys Podcast.
This podcast is intended for mature audiences only. The sole purpose is to entertain. It doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities.